Hey, hey, they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I'm backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So Holy Spirit, you better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, you better get him, Lord. Holy Spirit, before I get him, Lord. Hey, hey, hey.
You can okay.
Holy Spirit,
I'm here.
Holy Spirit,
you better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
before I get him, Lord.
Activate.
Hey,
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
My goodness. Activate.
My husband has 2 jobs, but I don't have to be here, girl.
They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I'm backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Oh my goodness, how y'all doing?
You better get him, Lord.
You better get him,
before I get him, Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
So, oh my goodness, did y'all watch that bullshit? Trans Rena Kibi, girl, let's talk. Hi everyone. Hello everyone. Hello. So I was just over there literally crying laughing. Like I was over there laughing so hard. That was Tasha. Girl, you've been saying for years that you a comedian and I finally got to see it. I was like, oh, this is what she was talking about because she keeps saying she's funny. Okay. She keeps saying she's funny. You know, I've never really seen that. But I mean, okay, but that was comical. Gone, girl. You go, girl. So I'm here, flip. So I thought that a retraction, a redaction, whatever the hell you call it, I thought that was an apology. I said, girl, you didn't apologize to nobody. I said, Trans Rena, girl, excuse me, you're forgetting the apology. I'm like, yeah, okay. We're just gonna hop and skip right over that. Okay, girl. Trans Rena also said, Beach, that she wouldn't take none of this back, which we already knew. We already knew that she's evil. And then she gonna try to act like she was emotional. I said, evil don't cry. Evil don't cry, girl. I said, no, don't try to act emotional. No, girl, you weren't emotional. You was not emotional. Trans Rena says she is appealing this because she is going to make it so that YouTubers can lie. And she said before it's all said and done, fellow YouTubers, we going to be able to lie. So I'm appealing this. I'm appealing this because we supposed to be able to lie. Because that's what happened. We don't gotta act like Trans Rena. Girl, you admitted in court you lied. Girl, you and Shaq, both y'all are liars. Duh. Like the liar don't fall too far from the lying motherfucking tree. Okay? And Shaq is the tree. Okay, Trans Rena, you would be one of the leaves. So y'all is some liars. Like this is what y'all do. Like y'all literally sat there in court and lied on each other. Y'all laid in the bed the night before. Because Trans Rena ain't been asleep since this trial. She ain't been asleep about a good 3 weeks. And she should get about a good 10 minutes. You know, she's very alert. You say something? Just say something? Because, you know, she done kept Shaq up for hours lying. You know, they just lying all night and all morning. So, yeah. So, Trans Rena and her husband, they sat there and lied on each other. They did. She was like, I'm allowing you on Tuesday. You lie on me on Wednesday. And he was like, okay, Tasha. And then they boom. You know, and then they went and lied, though. Literally. Trans Rena, girl, it's to pay your lie. I said we didn't pay your lie. What are we, Nikki? Are we Nikki now? Are we Nikki now? Are we Nikki now? I'm like, yeah, girl, we already heard that. Girl, we already heard that. And girl, you sitting here reading this a piece of paper, girl. I'm like, because the live ain't gonna be long. I already knew what's gonna be long because she's the one to talk about losing. You know, she's a narcissist. They don't like talking about defeat. You know, they like to talk about being, you know, triumphant because she make it seem like they're so triumphant. How? I'm like, what have you gained besides a $4 million bill? I'm like, yeah, girl, you're weird. And then you're talking about this machine. You already knew about this machine, remember? Girl, you said, girl, that you already knew you and your attorneys, because them are not Elga, Ega, Fiola, whatever your name is, girl, you got a big back. You're a little big in here. White lady, girl, you suck. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not hiring your ass. But girl, so, Transrena girl, you said you knew you was lying. Okay? When you went in court, girl. Like, you went into court with a lie. Like, you already knew because the video was a lie, you know? So, you already know that did that. Okay, so if you knew that it was gonna be a lie, you said you and your attorneys you knew y'all was this how the outcome was gonna come because you know you against this machine, man versus machine. So girl, why would you put that on your churn that you was gonna win? A Transrena, if you already knew that you was gonna lose, why go on live and put it on your kids? That same 15-year-old you was talking about, girl. Yeah. That same 2-year-old you were talking about, girl, yeah, those two, the ones whose souls you basically was willing to sacrifice on you winning this case, girl. Next case. Why would you bet your kid's life on a machine against a machine? I'm not betting my turn life against a machine. So, but that's what that is. I'm confused. So that means you went live knowing that you was gonna lose, but still put it on your churn that you were gonna win. So that means that you don't care too much about them. Now we all know Tasha because we're black, like you supposed to be. When you say you put something on your kids, something, or your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, that means you're willing to bet their life on what you feel like the outcome gonna be. Mm-hmm. If I say let me borrow $100. And then my cousin like put that on something, you're gonna give it back. I'm like, I put that on my shorties. I put that on my kids. I'm gonna give it back. I put that on my mama. I mean, you gotta bet somebody soul that means something to you. So that's why you said that shit, girl. You was willing to bet your churn life. That same 15-year-old and that same 2-year-old you sat over there talking about. You was willing to bet their life on something you already knew you were gonna lose. Yeah, you're a narc. I'm like, yeah, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you, girl. Something's wrong with you. And stop trying to ban us to come with you and unite with you. No. Lucifer demon. Stop trying to unite us, bitch. No, I don't like it. Stop trying to unite us, bitch. Stop trying to get us together and stuff and like band with you. Oh, they're trying to take our freedom of speech. No, ho. They trying to take yours. Yeah, they trying to take yours. Stop trying to be our friend, girl. Be that high up in the sky ass bitch you being, ho. Be in the penthouse. No, don't try to be our friends now, girl. I said, oh, ain't this a bitch? I said, oh, no, oh, hell no. Do I feel you and not T.Y.? You and not T.Y. No, you ain't about to get us the ban against Cardi. You're not about to get us the ban against Cardi. No, we're not doing that. We ain't about to sign no petition, hashtag shit. Remember the last hashtag you had, don't you? Herpes B. Yeah, we know about you and your hashtags. So we ain't about to hashtag nothing, say freedom of speech, none of that shit for your forehead ass. Keep being up here. Where you been there, you don't need our help. Remember? You don't need us. I said, oh, you tried it. I know you got your motherfucking nerve. I said, yeah, no, girl, we still don't like you. Remember, you got the power. You hold the gate, you know, to who get in and who get out. I said, oh, no, you motherfucking tried it. I said, no, don't try to do that. Stop trying to unite us, bitch. Mm-hmm. I said, no, they're not trying to take away our freedom of speech. They just trying to get rid of these motherfuckers on here telling blatant lies with a big audience. That's all they trying to do, girl. I said, no, you tried it. No, you went to court and lied. Transrena, stop acting like you went in court with truth and proof and receipts of your truth, and they railroaded you. No, they did not. No, they did not. You went in there lying. The fuck? Cardi tried to end this how many times? You didn't want to, remember? Yeah, a hard hand made for a soft ass. So you're sitting over there very defeated. Absolutely. Because even if she does appeal it, she can only appeal the things that like got objected to and like shit like that. So but she can't enter nothing new. She can't bring nothing new. Tasha, tell me I'm lying. Olga, Fiola, Big Back. Tell me I'm lying, white lady. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all can't submit nothing new. All y'all can appeal to is the things that they didn't let y'all get away with, the lies. They didn't let y'all get away with. But what are you appealing when you went into court and admitted you lied? You knew it was a lie from jump. What are you appealing? So I feel like, Tasha, you trying to appeal this case, girl, and try to prolong the situation of you paying Cardi her motherfucking money, because you still got to pay her. You still got to pay her, girl. So you can't say, because she's trying to use it as an excuse, like, I haven't paid her anything because I'm appealing it. So until the appeal is over, I don't care if it takes years. I'm not paying her a dime until the appeal's over. So she'll rather waste her money. That's what I'm saying. Tasha's so narcissistic that she would rather waste her money appealing this than paying Cardi her money, like right off the bat, you know, and whatnot. But it doesn't matter because Tasha can still, her wages can still be garnished. You know, so it's like, girl, you can try it. You can try and make it seem like you ain't giving Cardi no money, girl, but that is now Cephas Studios. Fuck a Kiwi Studios. You owe her $4 million, 3.8888 some 47 cents. Girl. And you gonna pay her every good goddamn dime. I said, yeah, Cephas Studios. This because that's what y'all just watched. Yay. That was a Cephas Studio production, bitch. Cephas Studios had 27K live with them. Tasha, say I'm lying. That's Cardi B business, bitch. Everything you do, until you do right by me. I have to do the fingers. Until you do right by me, you sure is ugly. So it's like, girl, you tried it. So it's just like, yeah, that is a Cardi B production, bitch. What the fuck is you talking about? You owe her $4 million. And yes, Tasha took the videos down. And she gonna try to make it seem like she did it out of good faith. No, you did that shit because you had 30 days. You had 30 days. Because if you're doing it out of good faith, you would have took the videos down a long time ago. I'm like, girl, gross. It's literally court ordered that you take those fucking videos down. So yes, she took the videos down and she tried to make it seem like she's being the bigger person. Being the bigger person, you would have settled a long time ago, so you don't have to worry about none of this bullshit. And stop acting like these GoFundMes ain't yours, bitch. I'm like, ooh. I said, wait a minute. Girl, stop acting like these GoFundMes ain't yours, bitch. You took these out the garbage. You took these out the garbage. Girl, you took these out the garbage. Girl, you took these out the garbage. Girl, don't play with me. You need every motherfucking dime. Girl, stop acting like the motherfucking GoFundMes ain't yours. Girl, you took these out the garbage. The size motherfucking 16 roach killers could kill an ant in the corner with these damn shoes. A gnat in the corner, a Kodak Black in the corner. Ooh, what GoFundMe's? Girl, I'm glad you asked. You know, I come with a good receipt, girl. And she gonna say that those GoFundMe's. Okay, listen to me. I'm Tasha Cat. Okay? Those GoFundMe's are not mine. Right? I want you to report them. You ain't reported shit. She gonna say she reported them. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. She didn't report shit. She got mad that me and my people and King Pain people and everybody knows the whole and everybody else people been reporting this shit. Girl, she tried it. Girl, you took these out the garbage. Girl, you tried it. Look. Y'all looking? Look at the screen. Hurry up. Is y'all looking? Look at the screen. Oh my God. Is y'all looking? Girl, this GoFundMe, girl. Girl, this is the GoFundMe, yo. This is the GoFundMe. This is where Tasha is asking for money, yo. Now she is a charity case, yo. Not the bitch. She took shoes out the garbage. Girl. I'm not getting a look. It said, let's help Tasha K and Kibi Studios with $3.8 million because that ain't much. If every 1 million of the TransRena subscribers send $3, if all of y'all that subscribe to Tasha K, it's 1 million of y'all. If all of y'all get together and y'all all send $3, she'll have the money. Y'all can't get $3 or $4 because that's what the people that follow her sound like. Mm-hmm. Y'all can't get her $3 $4. I don't sound like Mr. Gray. Girl, I sound like Mr. Gray. Girl, I sound like Mr. Gray. Oh. I play it off. But Tasha dreaming of you. But she dreaming of you, baby. Keep her cool, but she feeling. Yes. Go on, TransRena girl. Way to be a dumb bitch. So, guys, look. It's another one. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. There's another one. Tasha playing off. But she dreaming of you, Connie. Her husband keep his cool, but he Tasha, girl. Tasha, bitch, this is you. Girl, you tried it. Girl, it's you. Girl, it's you. So, this TransRena, Kibi, GoFundMe. Y'all make sure y'all report them motherfuckers. So, because girl, she trying here. She's trying to make it seem like them not her. I said it. TransRena, I said it. Girl, we still waiting for the apology. Girl, where's the apology? She said that the system is trying to protect prostitution, y'all. Lord, not prostitution. She said the judges and everything, everybody that sends super chats. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all know when I get in my mood, I just keep going. But thank you so much for all the super chats and stickers. I see them all. If I can click them, I will try. I love you. Thank you. But Gabe, girl, she said that the system is protecting prostitution. So I said that, are you calling Cardi a prostitute? So, are you calling her a prostitute? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm like, so. You saying that the courts just protected a prostitute, basically. Because that's what they do. They protect their own. And then it's a machine against you. What machine if you lied? Like, you lied. I would see if they were trying to take TransRena down for telling the truth about some stuff, and the person just didn't like how the information was displayed or that she said anything about it at all, and they're suing her. Okay, cool. It's like I will ride for Tasha, because it's just like, okay, well, girl, that's something that happened. Like, what's she supposed to do about that? And like Tasha said, if she wasn't telling the truth, then why would Tasha said if she wasn't telling the truth, then why would like the feds and the police department and whatnot want check your DM? People so petty. Okay, I will. I absolutely will. I just don't get, if she says that if the police department and everybody want her information, her videos, whatnot, evidence against, I don't know. But she said that the police be wanting her information, her videos. So because she was trying to use that as a reason to prove that she tells the truth, because why would the police want, my videos if I'm not telling the truth? Because she has no validity, especially because she literally admitted to lying she admitted that she lied about the video. She knew that it was a lie that she was going forward with, and she's known to take lies and profit off of lies, basically make money off of lies. So like she literally admitted it, so she has no credibility, at this point. It's gone, because it's just like the majority of her fans that was rocking with her, well, I feel were rocking with her because about the Cardi situation is because they felt like she was telling the truth. But it's like they were inciting the riot because they kept, oh, go Tasha, go Tasha, go Tasha, go Tasha. And she's digging herself in a deeper hole, so I mean, but that was her, those were her, decisions. So, but I'm like, okay, well, Tasha, are your videos the truth? Because the last I checked, you got that information because your information is illegal information, though. So it's like, what are they using? Because when you did break the Wendy Williams story, the Shireen situation with her having the baby, you lied and said that you were family. A recorded phone call. Like, girl, you lied and said that you're illegally getting information on this woman. You have no relation to her. So you had no reason to have that information. R. Kelly. There's an internal affairs investigation going on an ex-employee of the facilities, and not even that facility, one in a whole nother state. And that the illegal information was found off of your channel, your videos. That's illegal. Like you can't do that. What? I'm like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Like I'm like, yeah, girl, no, you getting all your information illegally. So it's just like none of your information, and then the information that you're not getting illegally has no credibility. Like the Star Marie situation. You didn't get that information illegally, but it had no credibility. Even so much to where you knew the story was a lie, that you were making her exaggerate certain things. I mean, she the one who sat there and said that Cardi allegedly had a bunch of boxes of monostat. That's not even for herpes. That's not even for that. I'm like, but go get your lie together. Your lie is everywhere. Your lie is here. I'm gonna need here. Tone your lie down. So yeah, you're not, you have no credibility. Literally, you're being sued for not being credible. If the information you said about Cardi B was accurate, she would have never won this lawsuit. I mean, you got sued for lying. You said that Billboard and all of these people are trying to get a statement. You act like they want a statement of a story you just broke. They want a statement from a bitch that just lost a $4 million lawsuit with a megastar over words. They're not contacting you because you're great. They're not contacting you because you're lit. They're contacting you because you got sued by a superstar and lost. Like that's celebrity to you? Okay, cool. It wasn't 27,000 people on her chat live to see the Akbar interview. It was 27,000 and probably more people there to listen to a bitch that just lost a lawsuit. Her first statement since losing a lot. What are we celebrating? I don't want no lawsuit. I'm good. If lawsuits is what's putting people on the map now, if y'all think that that's the way to go, hey, I'm good on all that. Y'all can have it. Yeah, y'all can fucking have it. Yeah, because I'm good. Or on the lawsuits make you pop. Don't take the video down. Make sure you keep it up. Keep making money. Keep it up. Go viral. Keep it up. you know, so that you can trend for being sued. Like, okay, girl. She act like she trending because she just dropped a diss track on Cardi. No, fool. You're trending because you just lost a lawsuit against a megastar. Like, you're being interviewed on the losing end. Like, you're a whole loser in this situation. Like, you lost the case. Fashion horrible. Hair on perm crumbs. Like, there's just no good to this for you. Like, at all. And she tried to make it seem like her funds are endless. You now work for Cardi B. Like, I'm going to need you to get that through your head. So you trying to make it seem like you're going to shade the boss by, I'm going to appeal, and you're going to lose. And then what? And then what? You're fighting lies. You act like you are telling the truth. And that's what you're fighting. I would understand somebody fighting that. I would be like, good for her, go her. And I would say, lead those GoFundMes up. Lead those GoFundMes up. Sis gonna need this. Sis gonna need this. Oh, this gonna be a big fight. You know, so, but girl, you lied. You admitted to lying. You're appealing the fact that you lied about a lot of things. Like, girl, you're weird. Because you can't bring in anything new because you just have to come with try to bring a whole new case. She gonna go down there with a whole new case. And they're gonna be like, They're gonna keep telling, nope, you can't say that, you can't do that. Nope. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. Nope, you can't answer that. You can't say that. Because that's what's gonna happen. Like, all the things that she can appeal are only the things that were like either like sanctioned, I believe, or the opposing side found like objection to, so it was ruled out. You know, like things like that. Other than that, she can't appeal anything else. So even let's say if she won the appeal, it's not going to take away the 3.88888 some 47 cents. It's not. That's not going to go away. Like, it's just, oh, I'm going to appeal and they're going to overturn the whole. No, they're not. Like, they aren't going to do that, Transrena. They're not going to do that. So it's just, this is a waste of time. This is just her wanting to still try to fight Cardi. Sympathy and payola. So that's what she went live for tonight. Sympathy and payola over there. Look how she looking. Knowing she ain't been asleep longer than 10 minutes since all this shit first started. She still can't sleep. Still can't sleep. And girl, Tasha, we all know. You got to pay this money. And Cardi ain't playing about her money. She's going to want her coin because you already over there shading that woman by still trying to associate her with prostitution. You still over there trying to shade her and all of that stuff. Girl, she was trying it. I'm like, look, because she couldn't even say her name. She said a machine. I was like, oh, what her name become? Cardi against the machine, Rage Against the Machine, Cardi B? I said, what is this machine you speak of? Because this was the same machine that tried to settle with you. You know, the machine tried to stop. You know, but you didn't want to, you wanted the machine to keep on going. So you kept starting the cycle over. So the machine kept on grinding you up. You know, that's all that was. And now you're almost $4 million in debt to Cardi B. So you're working for Cardi B. Like, literally. That's why you're not in a rush to do no content. None of that, girl. None of that, girl. You want to appeal, but it's really not going to do anything. I mean, you lied. You committed perjury twice on the stand, like 2 times. You committed perjury. Girl, you want to appeal it? Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. And you want to, no, like good luck, because you're going to need it. Lying on the stand, bringing in information 10 times too late. The judge was completely upset. So, you know, and then the notes from the judge, and it's, girl, it's trash. It's not even a reason to appeal, but she wants to do it. Hey, I think it's just another way for her to try to defy Cardi, you know, and try to make it seem as if she's not paying Cardi B because, you know, I'm going to appeal this. So while I'm appealing it, I don't feel like I have to pay her anything. But Cardi could garnish those wages immediately, Tasha, and stop trying to make it seem like she can't, because she can. You owe her a hefty amount of money. So she can definitely garnish you. That is not hard to do. And all Cardi has to do is request it. Because you can give a person time to pay you. You don't, it's not like you sue someone and then your wages are garnished immediately. No, it's something that you usually can request if they're not, if you have a payment plan set up or, whatnot. It's something. So it's not just, she just walked out of that court and they're expecting, she doesn't have 3.8 million goddamn dollars. So why would they just not, if Cardi got sued for that amount, then I would understand them not setting up a payment plan or anything like that. Cause she got the money to just pay it, like it's just get it over with. But Tasha's acting like that's how she went live tonight. Like, I'm going live because I just paid the 3.8. So now that I've done that, I'm going to appeal this case. No, you ain't paid that girl $1. $1. Girl, you tried it. You ain't pay her $1. You already trying to take this shit back to court. Once again, avoid. She wants to avoid paying that girl. That's all that is. Like, girl, you tried it. Girl, nobody dumb. Ain't nobody dumb. She can appeal. She is allowed to appeal, but she cannot enter anything new, any new documents, any videos, nothing. She can only appeal to the things that were either dismissed in court or was overruled or, with some, something like that. And so basically, the majority of the things that the judge said no to is what she can try to appeal. But it's not like she still can't. I mean, what is that going to do? Like, I mean, it's not like her getting that done means that she owes Cardi no money. Like, no, you still have to pay her. Like, you still do. So, I mean, I'm just saying, even after Cardi showed her, grace, while they did, the last sentencing, where they decided, sentencing more so the judgment, Cardi didn't even want the full amount of the medical bills and whatnot, and stuff like that. Cardi was still showing her favor, still trying to give her a little, something to swim on, So her Tasha K trying to appeal it is just a distraction. It's something that she's trying to use for content. Whenever she gets through, girl, you are not slick. Pay that girl her money because you have nothing going on, sis. You have nothing going on, sis. You interview Akbar Unfit V. Girl, drop it. Drop it. Drop a woman that had puppies. I mean, basically, that's what mothers with puppies do. They separate from the puppies that somebody else raised. So, yays. Tasha know that it's about to be over. It's about to be, Tasha, girl, you about to drop, especially in numbers and shit, because you are very disappointed. You're very stressed out, sis. So you're not about to be pushing that content out. You're not about to be doing none of that because, the more you make, the more you have to pay Cardi, especially because she's going to start garnishing your ass because you already poking the bear. You already poking the bear, even with that statement, because you did not apologize. And you could have at least apologized to your winos instead of trying to sit there because you lied to them. You had all of them thinking that you were telling the truth. You had all of, that's what I'm saying. The winos is just some dumb fucks. Like, that's why I say I don't want them as subscribers. They're dumb. Like, they literally drink and feed off of anything. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them, just watch to watch. But the diehard winos, the one that just, I just live off of her every word. Y'all like, y'all are fucking idiots. Like, y'all are truly idiots. Like, low-key, no, high-key. High-key idiots. Because I'm just like, yeah, clearly she told you. Like, if I came forward and told y'all, all the survivings I'm doing, I lie in them. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, no, you said you was going to get this stuff from public places. Nah, you ain't say nothing about that you was lying. But it's gonna be a lot of people that don't want to follow me or don't watch them anymore because they're like, oh, well, he said he be lying or he be doctoring up stuff that ain't even true. Just no, I give my opinion. When I'm giving my opinions, I say sidestep, so this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Of what I just, the tea, I just gave you, but I'm not making things up. Like, no, that one is boring. It's boring. And two, people research, people do their own homework. And I like that. That's why I tell people, go look this stuff up. You can find the same stuff. I'm not special. Just like I found it, you can too. So I mean, but with Tasha coming forward, telling them that, I lied, what, because that's her audience. Like, they're hearing what you're saying in court. She act like everything that's said in court was a secret. Like, no, you admitted that you knew that this was a lie. Like, that's messed up. Like, you should at least apologize to your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could at least apologize to them because they're walking around looking real stupid. They're getting cussed out everywhere, especially over here. Getting cussed out and all of that in the name of a lie. You know, like, it's like when you could have just said, like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, to my winos if, you know, if I've offended y'all in any way or if y'all feel like I misled y'all. You know, like, she could have said something in that regard. Like, but she always finds a way to, what narcissists do, to address the haters. So you can see what everything she's trying to do because we're still winning. Everything over here, you know, that has happened. You know, it's just we're just gonna gain so much more, and it's just up from here. Yeah, that money gonna keep going up and up. Interest, who, baby, like, no, girl, you tried it. No, sit your bald head ass down. Don't get your ass up yet, girl. I said, no, you're lying. No, you're lying, girl. You're lying already. Girl, you over there stressed out as fuck. That's why you could barely breathe. You was sitting there breathing in the bag before you went live. Girl, you was sitting there breathing in the bag, hyperventilating before you went live with your already broke ass. I thought somebody from Cephas Studios had something to say. Yeah, Chelsea, big head ass. She works for Cardi now. Shaq works for Cardi. Absolutely. If you still got Storm under contract, which I still think you do, because y'all are fine. I feel like you got him under contract. You said that shit to try to make Storm look good. Girl, you still got the little beige bitch under contract. Fuck both y'all. Girl, you still got him on contract. Well, what about it, Stormisha? What about it? I still think your mama got you under contract. Yay. Because that's y'all next little storyline. And fuck y'all little storyline. We don't care that y'all don't like you, schnother. So, y'all beefing on YouTube. Y'all are fine in real life. Y'all are fine in real life. Cut it out. Stop trying to act like y'all got a problem with each other. No, y'all don't. Storm, you can't survive without your mama. You ain't about to get into it with her. You ain't about to do that. I'm like, yeah, no, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. Yes, all of y'all work for Cardi. Absolutely. Yes. Y'all want to shade people like Armand and say that Armand is on Cardi payroll. Well, we know Tasha is. Hits a little different, doesn't it? Oh, y'all said that Armand is on Cardi's payroll? Okay. Well, we know Tasha is. What about it? Well, we know she on Cardi payroll. What about it? Sympathy and payola, Tasha K. Oh, well, you are the payola. You absolutely are. Go on your YouTube right now and say something negative about Cardi. Say a motherfucking name. Say Barty Gang. You can't say none of that motherfucking shit. You better not spit, sneeze, or stutter. You better not utter none of that shit. So you ain't got no choice now but to turn on Nikki. Again. Yay. Again. Because you can't say Cardi name. You can't talk shit about her. You got to talk shit about somebody. Barbs, beware. Just let y'all know, here she come. She'll be coming around the mountain when she come. Now she about to try to find tea on Kenneth and Cheryl. And she about to try to attack Kenneth. Because y'all heard her, she said she don't regret nothing. So since she attacked, as long as she put no allegations on nobody, she's fine. But y'all know she good for a good fake allegation. For a good I heard. She good for those. So she about to start looking for stuff on Kenneth. I'm telling y'all. She about to try to attack Kenneth. She's looking for somebody to attack next. Like she said, she ain't learned shit. She sat over there and said, I'm still a bitch that failed 9th grade 3 times. Don't play with me. Okay? Don't get the words confused. Just because I try to use pretty words and dress up my words, I'm still a stupid ass bitch. It's what she said. So she hasn't learned anything. Okay? So with her not learning anything, that means she's still going to attack people. She's still going to attack celebrities. She's going to say whatever she wants to say about them. Even if somebody come with her with some allegations, oh well, I'm interviewing them. If the celebrity don't like it, then they will have to sue me like Cardi did. Basically. She's just going to pick a new one. You know, type of situation. Because she doesn't have a choice. Because she needs to do something to make her pop. Because this is pretty much it. Her wave is dwindling, Bueller. Like that wave is it's leaving. Because it's really nothing else to talk about. I mean, the Cardi thing was really the only thing keeping her relevant. You know, I mean, other than that, there's really no reason to talk about Tasha. You know, what are we talking about her for? I mean, she lost. She needs to pay that woman her money. Anytime she make a GoFundMe, I'm reporting it. It is what it is. So I'm here flip. So yeah, people need to stop acting like we're not protecting a liar. She went in court and told a bunch of lies. If Tasha told the truth, then I would say yes, we need to protect Tasha K. We need to protect this this bald head. Although she on her bald head hoe shit, bitch, we need to protect her. But that's not the case. So I'm gonna drop the link if you guys want to come up. You guys can come up. I'm gonna have the link open for like a good 30 minutes. I would love to hear y'all opinions. What do y'all think about Tasha K's wannabe redaction? That was not no apology. That was not no apology, girl. It absolutely was not. So hit the link. Let me know what you think. Hit the link. Let me know what you think. I just want to know what y'all think. I think that it was bull. She could have apologized at least to her winos. She definitely was supposed to apologize to Cardi. I do feel like that was supposed to come out. Her saying what she said about the videos to me was the closest is Cardi gonna get to an apology. Because like she said, she meant everything she said. She absolutely did. Hold on, let me put up just in case. Hold on, y'all, because people have been trying. Hold on. Stormisha. Okay. Tip West.
Yeah.
Hi. Just Nia.
Oh my God.
Put your hand. Tip West.
Hi.
No, I didn't say that again. Who was that?
Hello.
Oh, is that me playing back? Is okay. Hold on. Let me change this. Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay. So, Brisha.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Sean. We love you
just
so
Nia.
much.
Hi.
Hey.
Tip West.
Hi.
Okay, now I can hear everybody. Okay, go ahead. Hi, Brisha. Hi.
Hi. So I just wanted to give my little opinion and go slide off because I got my kids and we getting ready for bed and stuff. I completely agree with you on the aspect that Tasha K at the very least should apologize to her subscribers, because how can you go years and years and years sitting in people's faces lying and they're sitting there sending you money for your lies? Like at a certain point, I understand that it's for entertainment purposes, but at the same time, you're going to call yourself a journalist and that you report news and your news is real, and you're asking for money and opening these spots for people to be able to send you money, but yet you're lying to them. Like at the very least, apologize to the people that are funding your lifestyle.
No, absolutely. Shout out to you for that. And I agree. I do think that she should have apologized.
Give me a second. I'm going to mute real quick.
Okay, you go right ahead.
All right.
Hello, ladies that I just brought up. Licious, Candy. I'm just hello.
I'm gonna be good.
Okay,
Hello.
be good. Hi, Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor, just Nia. Did you two want to add anything into the equation?
Definitely. I just wanted to say that everything happens for a reason. And I just think it's kind of ironic that when she started opening up other businesses, like detaching away from YouTube, is when all of this kind of unfolded. So people need to think twice about trusting someone that will lie to you about somebody else's life, but then want to help you with your taxes.
Right.
Or want to help you with your credit. Because that's personal stuff, right? So, and on top of that, honestly, I did not think that that was the route. I literally DM'd you watching it. Like, I was like, you gotta go live after this, because I did not think, I'm thinking, oh, she's live, let me see. She's probably like, I'm sorry, you know, like, this went too far, I should have settled. I'm thinking she's about to be normal, like a regular human being would react. But I don't know, child. That was weird.
Right. Let me put y'all on a little game, okay? Because my main channel, everything, I'm a conspiracy theorist, right? That's what I do. That's my thing. I'm always looking behind the veils, okay? Let me put y'all up on some game. She came up in there, dressed all in, let me explain the colors. She dressed in white. She wanted to look pure. She wanted to look innocent. Okay, she tried to fake emotion. She tried it. I didn't even, she didn't even get misty. Okay, I tried to, you know, I squinted and everything. I got my glasses on. I squinted. It was not a nail. It was dry. Her eyes was dry. So she was lying to nobody but herself.
But what you mean by her wearing white? Because she wore a white dress and she was still a skank going down the
still looked the
It's a way that they use. It's a tactic that they use.
It's a manipulating. It's a manipulating.
Yeah, it's a tactic that they use.
Yeah, it's a manipulating tactic. That's
what I'm telling you. Evil as hell, though. That's like even Lucifer putting on a white shirt. He's still evil.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But it's still like colors, different colors have different meanings. Like when we look at people and we look at their colors, we can, like, as a human, like when, like for you, like right now, Sean, you're wearing blue. So for me, like blue means like you're calm, you chilling right now, like you're not on like rah nothing like
black, that. And I got on black, but this all I had to say real quick, like, hey my boo, Sean, hey boo, hey, I love you. This all I gotta say. Don't get up here being loud.
I'm also into conspiracy theories, and there are other things that I noticed.
Don't holler. Don't be up here being loud, because I don't want to have to come back up here, okay? Now,
yes, ma'am.
Just be good. Don't overtalk one another, and let's be good, okay? And I'm gonna go back down here I'm gonna go to the bike, and I'm going back down here. But that's all I had to come up here and say. Be good.
Bye,
don't talk over
yes,
one
ma'am.
another.
I'm always good, ma'am. I'm sorry.
All right. I love y'all too. All right, now.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta be good. We don't want her to come back up here and tell us that again.
Yeah, because last time she yelled at us.
Yeah, she did. I felt really bad. That's why every time I come up here, the first thing I say is I'm gonna be good. I'd be good for a little bit. I try.
You be for a little bit. Licious, hi, are you there, Licious? Candy.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm here.
Like the other caller, I'm also into conspiracy theories, and I also made a bunch of observations. Her next plan of action, and hopefully this is being recorded, she's going after the right-wing conspiracy theories. Because she started off by calling it a conspiracy.
She did.
Talking about the machine. That's QAnon, talk.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that she says are kind of like target words in the conservative and right-wing areas.
So she's trying to steal my shadow.
She's trying to get buzz talking. She's trying to move into a whole different area.
Yeah, she's trying to move to a new genre.
Like conspiracies too, like some type of theories, like with the video.
Yeah, but Sean, she trying to do like a different type of like.
Trying to switch sectors, like going to like the literal.
Because you know the conservative.
Trying to go mainstream.
Yeah, like the QAnon conservative type of people, they will pull up that bread. Like if they really believe her, she can really get some money from
she's
them.
trying to appeal to the lighter toned people.
Yeah,
because they're the ones with the money that really be pushing these.
Right, she can really get some bread from them if
that's
she
what
really
she's trying to do.
If she really wants to, like
interviews.
Basically,
I'm gonna
they
give
don't
you guys
want
a
to
few
say
names.
it. She's shooting for the MAGA people. Yeah, she low key trying to get that Trump money.
Yeah. So I want you guys to look up Roger Stone and Steve Bannon.
Yeah.
Especially Roger Stone. 2016, Roger Stone interviews with Alex Jones.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. Roger Stone was like a political prophet every tactic he talked about, Trump did after the fact. You're gonna find that the same tactics are gonna be used soon by Tasha K.
Yeah, well, some of them was used, like the color schemes and her tones, her pitches, and it's like I am conspiracy. My main channel is conspiracy theory. That is me. I'm this person that I look behind the veil of everything. I can't help it. And
Yeah, she is
my
trying to pull a Candace.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
my main channel, that's what I do. When something big is going on to catch everybody attention, I'm like, well, let me tell you what laws are being passed that they're trying to, not make us look at. So when I'm looking at Tasha K, I'm seeing that she's like, oh, okay, because on my main channel, I've I called her out, on my whole conspiracy thing, even on this channel. I can't help it. I go there. But she's really trying to pull in a new audience right now. She sat up there with manipulating colors, manipulating tones. She's still a narc. Like I was looking at it. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed. I giggled. I chuckled. I did. I had a little hee hee because she's
But I don't see how it was a conspiracy when she lied. Like she
But
lied.
look at
So,
her
what did she call
demeanor.
it? What's the conspiracy?
But not everybody
demeanor
know that, though,
is
Sean.
Insane.
Just imagine
That's the
that
conspiracy.
if you are a conspiracy theorist and you're not in this sector. See, me, I kind of dip my toe in this sector. A lot of conspiracy theorists, we don't dip our toe in this sector. I love you. I love Armand. And I've been following Lovely T. So that's how I got here, because I genuinely like you guys. A lot of people don't watch it. So if you're just seeing her and you're hearing what she's saying, you're going to latch on to that. You see what I'm saying?
Difference between, excuse me, I'm going to say this, the difference between you and her, she don't care about nobody but herself.
Yeah, she don't. No, she's not a conspiracy at all. She's just trying to reel in that. I'm gonna make a video on my main channel about it, probably tomorrow. But I usually don't talk about celebrity stuff on my main channel because it's a conspiracy channel. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I think she's really trying to dip her toe into that audience. And people really need to beware, because narcissists need new meat. I don't know how to explain it, but they need like new
blood.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm gonna go down, I'm taking everybody down with me.
No, big guy.
I can give an example.
Tasha's going down.
I
Tasha's
have a
going
question,
down.
No,
She's
I
going down.
understand what she's saying. What she's saying is, what she basically saying is, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you mostly watch those channels on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, with the way that Tasha presented herself tonight, she's trying to grasp some of that audience.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that some of that audience happened to be a rich, wealthy part of the community, which means that if she can grasp those people into her warped world, because they don't know.
I get what y'all saying, but this is what I'm getting. Let me show you what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. Okay. Let me just show y'all what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting that Tasha K is a stupid bitch that knew.
But you ain't.
Hold on, this is where I am.
But you ain't have to say it like that.
Yes, I did. Girl, it came out.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Better him than me, because I said I'm going to be good.
Is a stupid bitch that knew, because people, like she said, Billboard and other people were reaching out to her. So she knew that a certain demographic was going to be watching, new people, fresh eyes. So she wanted to present a faulty image to them so that she looked really likable, right away.
Okay, so I have a question. So let's say that she is doing it. I don't know if she is or not. In order for that to come to fruition, wouldn't she have to be deleting a lot of her videos where she be like,
She already has. A lot of videos people don't pay attention that people have deleted, but Tasha has gotten rid of a lot of videos. Please,
see, I don't be watching, so I don't know.
But it was 26 videos alone of Cardi that they were requesting to be removed. That's 26 videos alone. It could have been more. But from what I gathered, it was at least like 26 videos that they wanted her to take down. So when she took those videos, she had to take down at least 26. So going through, she got rid of a lot of other stuff too That is why she has
Right.
a backup channel so she can do her dirt on there. When you're looking for the person right now, you're looking for Unwind with Tasha K. You're not looking for Wine Up Podcast. That's why that's why her live was as big as it was, and she knew that's why she didn't respond to any of the alleged people that was reaching out to her, whether Fox, ABC, TMZ, Billboard, whoever was reaching out to her. She decided to decline to speak to any of them when she could get all of the attention that comes from her own channel. You know, so I will get all that attention that'll come from me. Like it'll come to
I'd
me,
like to pose a
you know,
question.
and whatnot. Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Did she take down that big money video yet, though? That's
Yeah.
the question. Oh, she
Yes,
got
that was,
Yes.
yes,
She had to.
Well, I just got something I really want to say because I know I heard somebody say, well, oh, she should have apologized to her fans and oh, she should have been. You're talking about gold shoes, okay? You're talking about a narcissistic, ugly attitude having, nasty person that cares nothing about themselves. I wouldn't expect anything less. Of course, she's not going to apologize to her fans because that would mean that she actually could admit out loud to herself and to her fans that she's a liar and she's not to be trusted.
But she did that in
You
court,
know what
though.
this is
That's the
though too?
thing.
Okay, but that was behind closed doors. She's not going to do that on a live and say, "I apologize for lying to you all."
Not gonna happen.
She's not going to do that.
This is a marketing tactic. Is what I see. It's a marketing tactic.
Agreed.
Everybody's like,
I
she's
agree.
not gonna. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm still big bag Tasha. You know, I'm gonna still do me. I guess she must be doing pretty good on that website. I know I wouldn't be paying to see anything that she put out. But I mean,
she's trying to shift the narrative.
Yeah,
She's got a large
that's it,
following,
yeah.
whether we like her or not. Like there are still people that are going hard for Tasha K. They in this
Yes,
chat,
they are.
going to other chats. I see them all over the place. Wine glasses everywhere. It's just shattered glass and stale wine. That's all.
And let me
all
and
it is,
the part that confused me was I'm sorry for cutting you off. The part that confused me was when she was saying that the FBI get information from her and
that's the conspiracy theory side. That's going to trigger us. See, that triggers when I hear stuff like that. That triggers me, and I go and I want to look it up.
Though, because when she says that, she's talking about the R. Kelly case, and she's in heat. She's in hot water for that shit. So.
Woo. But now she did say that the FBI came for information from her about the R. Kelly case back way back when. But my thing is that at the end of the day, look at them gold shoes. That's a dang on shine. What size shoes she wearing?
And you know what's so crazy? Is Sean called it too. He said she's gonna go in there and get that trash and get them shoes out of there. He said it when she put them throw it away. He was like, you know, you won't go and get them shoes out of there. And what happened? She said, "Oh, I got them shoes right here." I could have fell out. I didn't know he did not call it.
That's a size 14, and she got scuffs on the back of her ankles because they still.
Excuse me. These are 15s.
That's what I said.
Oh my God.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt you too, girl, but 15s. Thank you.
And they still too little. She got scuffs on the back of her ankle. Is that a band-aid on the back of that left ankle?
I hope so. Can we please take a moment to appreciate the fact that her middle name is really Transrena, though?
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, Sean. Wait a minute, hold on. That's her real middle name?
Yes,
I thought you made that up. I thought you made that up.
Girl.
Do y'all love Sean so much? Do y'all see?
Sean, let me tell you, I thought you was just saying that.
Right.
Her a little name.
Like Stormisha and Transrena.
He insulted her with her real middle name.
No, ladies. Tasha has been a failure her whole life. She used to say she has. Like, don't get me wrong. YouTube gave Tasha an identity. She did not have one before. So she had extremely low self-esteem. I don't think Tasha is a colorist, but I do feel like Tasha, to a certain degree, but I do feel like Tasha has never liked the skin that she's in because she was never really chose. She was always chose last. She has one of those chose last type of
you can always tell a person's demeanor by their demeanor, how they
This
how
is
they
the
treat themselves.
Ever got. So this is why she can't humble herself to the fact where she can apologize to certain people, to even her supporters.
Because she feel like people owe her something.
absolutely, she feels old. So it's like, I mean, all the shit I done been through, like, yeah, no, if anything, y'all
Okay.
need to talk to
That
me.
answers a lot because
You know, so it's just
I was
no, she
really
doesn't
wondering.
like the skin that she's in.
All right,
I
and
don't mean to,
I
I don't
can
mean
I
to
pose a
laugh.
question?
Let me just say, I don't mean to laugh, but Sean, you be so on it, and I mean, if the nail ain't right there, the hammer ain't in your hand, honey, I don't know what is. And
Right.
I promise to tell you, you can look in her and tell that she's had a very mentally crushing childhood
Childhood,
and
yeah.
just a life period.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when
And
she
you could
got this
tell
YouTube
by
thing
the
going,
way she attacks
Look
other
at
dark
her.
skinned women.
Look at
exactly,
the big ass
exactly,
head.
I said that
She done
exactly.
had
yesterday.
it's a hard knock life for
Yeah,
women
but
Then
you
Sean, you
like
got to
this.
drink every day. Whenever
Every
she
Yeah.
have her show, she's drinking. She's drinking alcohol. Honey,
she's
she about
swallowing.
this wine.
She's
Jesus.
swallowing.
Ain't that
Shoes
much.
was cute.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all
She
something.
motherfucker thought these shoes was cute. I'm stuck. Like I'm like,
Ah,
you know her
It's a
life is
reason for all
hard.
that drinking, though.
She's
like
It's a reason for all
cozy.
that drinking, though. I don't care what nobody say.
let me tell y'all
Myself,
something.
No, that's why she had on them
I
joggers
have
because all that drinking, water on the
yes.
ankle.
I have 5 children, right?
yes.
8. When I say I'm up at 5 a.m. and I go to bed like probably like around 11, ain't nothing like more hardship, like like ain't nothing, how can I say, ain't nothing more stressful than being a parent, especially if you're a parent to more than one child. Ain't nothing in this world gonna sit here and make me drink that much every single day.
Exactly.
Like
And
you
then
are
wait a minute.
obviously going through something mental for you to be able to down bottles and lie about people constantly. Like it's something going on with her.
Yes.
It's
It's the
been
same.
something.
Hurt
It's
people
the
hurt
same.
people. That's true. That's a real thing. Hurt people really do hurt people.
It's the same. Hating hoes ain't happy, and happy hoes don't hate.
Don't it?
Yeah.
But let me say this. Let me say this right here. When I knew something was wrong, really mentally wrong with her, when she did that thing about Jaguar Wright.
Yep.
Oh
How she
yeah.
was so
Yeah.
vindictive. She
Yeah.
was so
Yes.
vindictive again. Jaguar had never done nothing to this girl a day in her life except for get on her show to tell her story. And when she asked Jaguar 5 times about her being gang raped and stuff like that, it's like, did you not hear her the first time? But her whole demeanor, the way she looked at her, the way she just snickered a little bit, even in asking them
Like she
questions,
was happy about it.
like
And
she
really,
just she
it didn't
she
mean
I
it.
don't know how to say it, but what I'm saying is that she gains happiness and joy from other people's pain.
Pain. And did y'all see how she walked out of the courtroom? Did
No,
anybody
I
else
didn't see
see
that.
with
I ain't
That
her?
girl
see
was
them
I
pissed.
saw it.
baseball legs.
She
She
looked like she was
sprinted.
a little, she was the man.
She
I looked,
sprinted.
I said, what the
That wasn't
hell?
no walk. She
She
fucking
was,
ran.
What
that
she did?
wasn't her.
Did she do
Sprint.
a walk like she had won or something?
No. Yeah, she did a
No,
walk
she
of
walked out the
shame.
y'all ever seen How to Get Away with Murder? How Annalise be walking?
Yeah.
She
Oh,
all
yeah.
crazy and like bow leg with her purse. That's how she walked out to me. She just looking crazy. Like
No,
she
she
was like out of it.
Look, when she came on, right, she had on the white, right? I was like, okay, she gonna tell the truth. Cause you presume by your color. I'm like, oh, she gonna tell the truth. Got a little
right.
bump in them, got a little bump in that bird neck. Okay, come on. And then she come up with this bullshit. Man, it's a mechanic. What is a mechanic? And I wouldn't change nothing. For real? You wouldn't
But
change
A habitual. Let me say this: a habitual liar can never tell the truth. They don't know the truth from a lie anyway. They believe the lies that they tell.
They do. But why waste your oxygen on the lies, though?
She can't help herself, baby. That's all she know is
if you
lying.
guys ever come across like in your childhood, like it's usually happening in your childhood, early 20s or whatever, like where it'll be like a certain person that always lies to make their life seem better than what it is. Like she
Yeah.
gives that type of vibes. Like, and then she starts believing her lies. And as you
Yes.
grow older and no one's sitting there telling you, like, girl, you need to stop lying. She is, and you keep doing it and it becomes a habit.
It's habitual, yeah.
She
You
honestly
can live in
believes
your
what
life.
she says.
Listen, according to Google, what you call someone that takes pleasure or amusement in response to the misfortunes of another human being is a schadenfreude. It's spelled Schadnfreude.
Yeah.
Schadenfreude.
A Schadenfreude.
Thank you so much for that.
Tasha, her new name is Tasha Schadenfreude Transrena TV.
Rena.
But I have
So
a, I
what
do
is-
have
what
a,
is
I have a
the next
question.
thing, Tasha? Go, you go ahead. Who has a question?
Yeah, I got a
Go,
question. Like,
Okay, go ahead.
according to like, about the appeal. So, all right. So, I want to know from you guys, especially Sean, what with her appeal, what can she appeal on it? And do you think that it will be to get the whole thing dismissed or just get some
No.
of the monetary debt that she owes down?
I think if anything, it'll be more so to try to remove some of the monetary debt. But I don't believe they'll grant her anything due to her perjuring herself 2 times in court, admitting to lying about the allegation. It's pointless. Is how
That's
I
what
look
I'm.
at it.
Yeah,
I look
because
at
I'm
it.
like, at what the basis of the appeal would be like. Because they were saying that, because when I first started hearing people saying, "Oh, her lawyers aren't doing their job," or she hired the wrong lawyers, I was like, I think I put it in the chat to you, Sean. I was like, she's going to try to appeal on basis of inadequate attorney.
She could
And
technically appeal on that.
She I mean, she can appeal. She absolutely can. Everybody has that right to, but still at the same time, I just feel like it's not going to be beneficial, especially with herself. Like, she literally perjured herself. She lied in a federal court.
Now I got a question.
twice.
I got a question about exactly what you're saying right there. Now, with her lying in the federal courtroom like that, can't she have to face some type of criminal charge?
She can't.
If so, that's something that they would have to file outside of that court, because this is
that'll be a different case.
That's
they showed it. She can
But the
face up
idea of her sitting up there committing perjury, that's she breaking the law right there, ain't she?
Yeah.
In a great state of Florida.
Breaking the law is a crime. They're in civil court. That has everything to do with like money, and what has nothing to do with, so they would have to file that elsewhere and use that case that they were where she perjured herself as like the proof or evidence that
a separate injunction. Yeah,
I have another question as well. I have another question as well. Okay, so does her husband own any of the assets? And if so, will they go out to his portion as well, or just hers?
They married, honey. It was his as hers, and was hers as his.
He doesn't own a thing. He only has anything that he has is due to basically association for being married to Tasha, and Tasha putting everything in his name because he has never filed for bankruptcy, so he has the better credit, and things in that nature. But other than that, him actually working and earning any part of the business that they've established, no. She put too much on his editing. But it's just like, girl, he does a background, the camera, and the lighting.
She
She act like he just do so much.
And then the other thing,
but now I thought his name was on the house that the new house.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah,
from the ground up. That's an asset right there.
Yeah, and I thought he was like an employee as well.
And just like you said, because he got good credit, he never had filed for bankruptcy. The house is in. She would be stupid to put it in her name and use him as his credit for the house and the car.
They do not own that house.
Studio
They don't
does
have
have
a mortgage
to
on that house. That is not their home. So
That's
that is
not
not
their
an
house.
asset. That's not an asset. That is not their home
at all.
Also,
okay, so what
I'm an anti-money laundering analyst. And
Go ahead.
The other key that Cardi B's attorneys could look for is what called personal holding companies. Personal holding companies, you could hold them within the United States. Best places would be like South Dakota and stuff like that. South Dakota was recently under fire under the Pandora Papers because there are a ton of rich people hiding money in that state. British Virgin Islands, Panama, Bahamas are usually like some of the top ones.
They didn't get to the ones in the
anybody
Virgin
can make
Islands?
a personal holding company, and a lot of wealthy people tend to put their assets in those because it's a lot less, if any, taxes.
Yeah. I thought they started closing those down. Like, I thought they started
No, it's just the beneficial ownership rules have changed. They're still technically legal. It's just a matter of what type of funds are you putting in there. Are they legal funds or are they illegal funds?
That's what. Okay, that's what they did.
Well,
She
she
said
ain't got no funds to hide
Hell,
illegally.
it don't even matter anyway. Hell, they ain't got much to put in no beneficial nothing anyway.
Right.
And then back on the ranch on the whole thing, she got Storm Monroe to do all of that.
I looked up her net worth and it said $400,000 to $500,000.
That ain't enough.
Out the garbage.
That's and then she's sitting up here talking about, oh, but we got money to pay. We can still
But
pay.
she's taking shoes out the garbage.
She right. Negative. Like
let me say this: $500,000 does not add up to $3.8 million at no point in time, baby.
And that is a person's net worth. So a person's net worth does not mean it's what they like actually have. So it could be estimated past what they have, or so that it doesn't mean that it could be twice less than that, and whatnot. So it's just an estimate of what the person could be worth. It doesn't mean that that's their actual value. And then if you're only worth $500,000, you have bills, you have a life, you have a lifestyle to maintain and whatnot. That money has been taken out of that. It's not like you sitting on $500,000 and everything else in your life is free. Like, you still have to pay how you weigh. Everybody got to live,
especially if you don't own your house and you still paying more than property tax and stuff.
No, that house.
She sat there, but she sat there today talking about she could still pay. She said, "I got the money, I can still pay."
She would have already paid if that was.
Girl, your house would have been paid for.
It'd be paid
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. Her house would have been paid for. Her car would have been paid for. She wouldn't be paying no mortgage.
And she would not be digging up no Sunday shoes out the garden.
Yes, she should have worn those shoes.
Y'all ain't gonna let them shoes rest, and she didn't either.
Hell no. She can get every vote in the corner. Look, it's all the dancer.
Look, that on the side, and I swear.
No, you said it was size 15.
If I saw them come to my courtroom, I'm gonna feel sympathy for her. You heard me, especially if she would have had on all gold with them shoes.
She's not going to your program,
but you know what? You know what? Let me tell you something. And you know what? You got a point right there. She should have came in there with them shoes on. With a couple of them too tight ass shirts she be wearing, and showed the judge when she couldn't even barely afford to spend a damn dime on them.
And plus, she should have dropped her arm a little bit and act like she had a little cerebral palsy along the way.
And then look, turn that diamond ring around to the palm of her hand, so it just looked like a band. She should have made sure she made.
No, let me tell you what she should have did. What she should have did was had whoever wrote that script for her tonight write her daggone closing statements. That's what the heck she should have did. She should have got strawberry lobster looking bad.
Olga didn't write that. No, she did not. Big bag. No, she did not. She didn't write that.
No, she didn't. She looking down on the paper looking at her. She couldn't pronounce
Olga would have apologized to Cardi. She would have apologized to Cardi. That's why Olga ain't write that shit. Because Olga would have
Olga ain't write nothing. Yeah, she made us look at her, y'all. And look what she did to us.
She made y'all look at her because I wasn't finna watch that. I wasn't.
Oh Lord, you wasn't high enough. I
didn't see it. No, ma'am, I'm not finna do that.
But before I did, it was like a lot of comments.
I listened to Sean talk about it, but I ain't finna look at nothing she got on her channel. She will not get a view, a click, or nothing from me at all.
I didn't see it on her channel. I saw it on another blogger's channel. I'm not gonna watch her on her channel. I saw it on nobody. I had to watch it. I'm just nosy sometimes. And I had to watch it for myself to see how she's gonna present herself. I'm trying to
see the colors. I wanted to see her facial expression, her tone.
She came in there looking like salt. But when you come in there looking like salt, everything gotta go together. And somebody gotta do something about their hair. Nobody won't tell her around her what her hair look like.
Well, let me tell you this right here. Let me say this about the hair. Tasha at first had her own little style. That was back when I was a wino happy. Ooh, Tasha finna come on. Ooh. Let me get in here and watch it. I used to be, honey. Back in the day,
at least she honest. But let's talk about the winos though, because a lot of them.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying. But when she did that thing on Jaguar Right, And after she did the thing on Jaguar White, all of a sudden she came and she had cut all her hair off just like Jaguar White. I said, "This is she trying to be Jaguar?
No,
What's
Sean
really going
fried her
on?"
ass.
No, she was trying to be
fried her
me.
ass. Right, Sean fried her ass.
Excuse me.
She was trying to act and look like Jaguar to me. I'm like, is she trying to steal her style and her hair?
No, she's trying to steal Sean.
Yeah, Sean, you did that on Halloween. Though.
Sean fried her ass so bad. He had nothing to do with her.
Excuse me.
He gave her some suggestions.
But let me tell you why I really
Sean
stopped
said
watching.
she looked like little Boosie. I laughed like shit.
She did look like she dressed up like little Boosie. She got a picture of herself looking like little Boosie with the fake mustache and beard and stuff.
But Boosie is a man. He look better than her.
Yeah, but she looked just like him, and that's even worse.
Yeah,
right. She looked more like him than his son do.
Yes, she did. I saw it.
Look, let me tell you, I have to stop. I'm not even going to stop watching you at work. I'm not going to stop going to your station head at work, Sean, but I need to, because you be having them Caucasians looking at me like I'm crazy, and I can't even explain to them why the daggone Olympic illegal swimmer. I can't explain. How am I going to explain that? They looking at me. I'm laughing. I'm not going to stop watching you though, but it'd be funny, man. I'd be right there in that station head. I'd be laughing.
I get life why I got station head on my phone, because he was going, he be going off.
Yes,
Damn.
yes.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
And yes, I love it. He's so expressible. Yes, I be trying to talk like him. I do it all the time. Yes, I always try to talk like him.
Look, I be like, hair flip, like, yes, Sean is, I be so happy. Oh, Lord.
I be like, whore, you whore, more.
I be like, look, I be saying this right here. My son be like, Mommy, stop cussing. I say, beach.
So how about this? Tasha, my winos. I can't do it. My winos.
Nothing outside drunk. What should be control my panel? I let the panel chill. Like, I let them do that.
Excuse me.
No, Sean, you need to control your panel.
I don't drink.
Excuse
I
me.
swear I don't swallow.
Excuse me. What I told y'all.
Oh, we was cutting up.
And I even got my bonnet on there. The guy had to come up this time.
Bonnet. Oh, we in trouble.
Y'all know I be getting commotional because I'm down here.
Well, hold on, Auntie, is you drunk?
And I'm reading what everybody's saying, and
I don't drink.
And they have further said that y'all is over talking one another and stuff, and I said no, they're not.
Who's
and
drinking?
then y'all was over talking one another, and y'all know I get real emotional about stuff like that.
Baby,
Sean, we're gonna have another meeting with the wives, because what we doing? Let's break it down a little bit, everybody. Let's not overtalk one another. Okay, I love y'all.
We love you too.
I'm
I
sorry.
won't do that, baby. Say, oh no.
I won't do it. I'm so sorry.
I want to get back to the case.
We never meant to hurt you. We never meant to make you cry. So tonight,
we cleaning out the closet.
I might be with it for a long time.
You better be good.
One
of y'all said y'all was gonna be good, but y'all wasn't being good.
We supposed to be talking about Trina. So, right, what is going on? Good question. So, listen. What do y'all think? One at a time is next for. Actually, I want to ask Licious. Are you there? Because I like her. I like all of y'all, but she's a newbie. So, Yays, I want to ask, what do y'all think is next for Trans Rena?
I'll
think go ahead, baby.
All right, thank you. I think based off of her narcissistic tendency, she probably will try to put in an appeal. But if she's smart enough, she won't do that. What she would do is try to file for Chapter 7, because that's what I would do. I would just try to file for Chapter 7 so I can keep my little bit of coin and keep it moving.
But how can she file for a Chapter 7 if she's going to file an appeal?
That's what I'm saying. If she, based off her narcissistic tendency, she probably won't file for Chapter 7, but she would try to file an appeal. But if she's smart enough, she would do the Chapter 7. But based off of how she is, she's probably going to do the appeal, waste even more coin, and then have to still pay what she owes regardless.
Well, that's what thing I just don't understand. It's just like I don't understand why she just won't just cut her losses. It's gonna take her forever to pay this money. That's why Cardi pretty much owns everything that she does. I mean, at this point in time, Cardi owns her. It's a wrap. Cardi owns
everything, and that's so crazy because it's like she was just on her channel today talking about she's been on here for 11 years and they're trying to take her voice from her, but it's like, no, shorty, you took your own voice from yourself.
But her voice is not gone. She just lied. You lied on Cardi B. You lied. You admitted to lying. What?
Right, and then she got her, but it goes deeper than that.
It's driving me crazy.
It's deeper than that though, because you have to see like her followers. A lot of them are like, well, Cardi B deserves it because she said this and this about black women, or she did this about in club.
Deserved it.
Right.
Sympathy with Tasha in court, especially when she admitted that she lied. What
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they don't
protect her within that moment. You're
what she's
protecting
saying
a
is,
lie.
sure,
Like,
they don't care. They don't care that she did lie. Some of them still believe it.
They're gonna still
believe,
rock with her because they don't like Cardi.
and they don't believe that she lied. That's just the thing. She's never even admitted, other than in court, that she did lie. You see what I'm saying? She probably telling them, oh, they just, like she said, the machine, they want to silence me, they want to do this. She's saying everything except for I lied. So they don't know that this is what it is. They probably don't come over here to SeanDavieWay to get the real information and the real truth about the situation. So all they know, and all they see in here is what she's saying, and they believe it. They believe it. I'm telling you, they do.
People prefer to believe the lie over truth a lot of times.
Exactly.
I want to ask Sean a question. Sean, do you think that moving forward that maybe this gonna make her a better her?
No.
She's not gonna learn.
She's not a better her anyway.
She ain't about she wasn't a better
say, let me ask you something. If somebody say you owe 3.8 million, aren't you gonna humble yourself and think, well, damn, that's gonna be about 10 more years or more of me paying somebody this money? No, she got on her thing and got to talking about machines and all this and all that and putting on white, acting like she pure, acting like she not a liar. The girl is a habitual liar, a narcissistic person that only cares for herself. She has self-serving issues. She's never going, if she's past a certain age, she ain't finna change, baby. She just ain't finna do it.
I'd have been humble at the 75K. When they said 75K, that would have shut me right up. You ain't even had to get to $1 million. That was enough.
Cardi she's not responsible for paying her lawyers. Tasha is, so she cleans up either way.
She owed her lawyers $1 million
for her legal services. So no, Cardi cleans up.
I have a question, Sean, for you.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. With you being a YouTuber, and I'm not saying like this is like going towards you, but since you're in this, in the streets, in the YouTube streets, and in this realm of YouTube, how do you feel with this case? Like, what type of precedents do you think it was set for, like, for example, like the YouTube community guidelines as far as creators are concerned? Like the ones who are doing clickbait and lying and things of that nature. Do you think it'll change like the YouTube rules?
No. Because I think that people on YouTube are pretty opinionated, and we do have, the freedom to say pretty much whatever we want to opinionate, like opinion-wise, I should say. We can have an opinion on whatever we want, but we don't have the right to stamp people certain things, call people certain things, and label people certain things if they are not. So, I just feel like a person truly doesn't understand what Cardi went through unless you go through it. Like, I don't know what Cardi went through. I'm not her.
Right.
I don't know how she truly felt about all that stuff that Tasha has said about her. I'm not her. I got, So, but still at the same time, I just feel like Tasha gets upset when people disagree with her in videos. So imagine how upset it would be if somebody was running around with the narrative that her and her family, had, herpes, and so she would be very upset about that, and she would do everything in her power to try to stop it and to try to silence it. She sent cease and desist to people. So I can't stand a person that tries to act as if they don't want to be silenced, but they will silence people. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. She's that type of person. So I don't think it affects us at all, because I'm not going around. The majority of the Black sector is not going around literally slandering these celebrities. Now, we say our opinion. If there's some tea out there about people, we're not making up defamatory things about people. We're not doing that.
And I have another question, based off of the same avenue, but like a different question. Do you think, like, in the future, say if this kept going on with different creators and things of that nature, do you think that, like, in the future there will be like a consequence for YouTube to allow like these type of creators like Tasha K to continue to do things that they've been doing? Do you think that YouTube will be held accountable if they don't try to like nip it in the bud?
Can I chime in real quick? Oh.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I think that everybody is really missing the main thing, because like I told you, I'm the whole conspiracy thing. That's my thing, and I think y'all are missing the point. What happened with Tasha K tonight was nothing. What scared me, and this is the honest truth, what really scared me and told me that our First Amendment right was gone was when they banned Trump. And let me explain why.
Yep.
That was the president.
I agree with you 100% on that. Oh, yes.
That was the president of the United. They call this man the most powerful man in the world, and they banned him from all. Now, if that didn't scare you or me, that scared me as a content creator, because I'm like, that was a message saying y'all don't have freedom of speech no more. So what happened to Tasha tonight, or what happened to Tasha in the courtroom? That's nothing. They banned the president of the United States off of all platforms legally. That was the message. That was the message that a lot of people missed because they just didn't like Trump. It's not about the person, it's about the message. And that's when you knew that it was gone. It's gone.
I think it's a great thing that they muted.
But wait a minute. Let me add on to that.
That's a problem.
Let me add on to that. What you just said.
Muted him. It's not like Trump wasn't doing things to be muted for. So it's like we go to that. Okay, he was muted. So what? I mean, this is a president that's on his way out of the door. Not our standing president is not allowed to speak on social media. That wasn't the case. So it's like, but it was more so of afterwards. So I would have been more worried if I was going to be worried as conspirators, is if he was like the literal president being muted.
He was the literal president.
He was the president when they first
he was on his way out the door. Like around the time he got muted was around the election. Re-election, and stuff like that. Like his whole presidency, he couldn't say a word.
But he was still the president, though. He was still the president, though.
No, we knew he was leaving. Maybe y'all didn't know, but we knew he was leaving. We don't know about y'all, but we knew he was leaving. So, but like, to get back to the point, of Tasha K, and it does not affect us. And Tasha is pushing a narrative of freedom of speech being removed. She has the right and the freedom to say whatever she wants. If she didn't, she would have to get rid of all of her videos. If she doesn't have the right to say anything, she doesn't have the right to slander, just like none of us do. None of us have the right to defame people's character. And that is what she's fighting for. Conspiracy completely aside, that has nothing to do with nothing. It's more so of defaming someone. You are not allowed. I cannot go live right now and say I'm just has herpes and her kid is. That's not okay.
No, that's not okay.
So, so with her being muted, she was not muted. If she was muted, why did you just take the video down today? You took the videos down today, so you became muted today. She could have got rid of those videos. YouTube did not get rid of the videos. She got rid of them, so she had freedom of speech. She still fucking has it.
Let me say this,
a
Sean.
narrative, a dry fucking narrative to make it seem as if her voice is being taken away. Bitch, you sat up there in court and lied. And you admitted it. You are pathetic. Sitting here
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Right is being taken away for telling the truth. Like, yeah, no, you tried it. You lied.
But let me say this, Sean, because I think we missed a point of of the very first part of this, which is that she had the opportunity to never even walk into court. Okay, she could have settled this thing. She could have apologized to Cardi. She could have took those videos down a long time ago before it ever became a court.
Because to me that's a deflection. Because if her whole point was to do this for freedom of speech, she should have been talking about that shit then. She should have been like, because of my right of freedom of speech, I'm not taking the videos down. Not take the videos. If you want me to take them down, you got to pay me or you got to come on my platform. And no. Tasha's a dirty dog, and she know what she did was wrong, and that's why she's eating that shit right now.
And what people don't understand about freedom of speech is, yes, you have the freedom to say whatever you want to say, but you also cannot be in a building and yell fire when there's no fire. That is a criminal offense. You cannot be in school as a teacher and turn around and start cursing your students. You can do it, but you'll most likely get fired. Like, it's a freedom of speech within the realms of whatever you're working with. Like, okay, so if you can go out and say if you're like a street racer or whatever, you cursing up a storm, that's fine because of the atmosphere that you're in. But if you're trying to portray to people that you're some journalist and you have integrity and blah blah blah, everything that you say is real, you do not have the freedom of speech to sit up there and lie on someone's sexual health. You don't have that. And then that goes more into the reason why you don't do things of that nature is because you don't know what someone's going through. I had postpartum before, and that's when I say that shit is not.
Look at who else that's happening to. Tasha K tries to make it seem like there are many of content creators that are going around telling people to hashtag Melanie Rich, whoever you are, your devices are not connected. That's why it won't not allow me to pull you up. I'm not ignoring you. It won't allow me. So I don't know what's going on, but it won't allow me to pull you up. But with her going around saying what she said about her, it's not like people are removing, her right. You have the right to say whatever you want to say. It's like, we all know that. But because I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought with this because they keep coming up, but their devices aren't connected. But she knew good and well what she was doing was wrong.
A lie.
She had multiple times that she could have settled this with Cardi. Yep. She chose not to. She wanted
and Sean, let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on that right there, because you say that there was multiple times and issues, and that's what I was just saying just a minute ago, that she had the opportunity to settle all of this. It never go to court, and her never owe this kind of money or anything. But what do you think, Sean? I mean, really, and think what was the reason why she just kept going with it, even though she knew it was a lie? Why do you think that she never just said, okay, I'm gonna just take the video down and apologize and go on? I mean, a normal, regular person would.
She's not normal.
Well, she was doing it for the attention. I mean, it's always been for the attention. It's never been for anything other than that. That was the point. She got a lot of support.
Right. No, I was just about to say, somebody in the chat said something really, really profound. They said freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences.
Oh, that's true too. No, that is very true.
It does not mean that. There's consequences for everything, good consequences and bad consequences.
Exactly.
And she chose, and a lot of people hear the word consequence and they instantly think something bad. No, there's good consequences, for things too. And that's the thing. Tasha wanted this energy. She liked the fact that all of these people that did not like Cardi was banding behind her, were doing this, and the people that don't care about you will always push you to do bad things. So just like all of those winos that were in the audience that were pushing Tasha to do this against Cardi, now what? Like, where are those people now that you need them the most? Because she does. Tasha needs all of this energy right now, but it's going to dwindle because this is what kept her afloat. This whole situation with Cardi. Now that it is over,
I got one more question.
A new avenue to eat. She can't eat
on
this anymore.
How y'all doing?
I got one more question. My other question was, you said for sure. You said something about she put up some GoFundMes.
No, well, their GoFundMe's up. She said on her live tonight that she has not put them up and she's been reporting them.
Right. But they got her picture on there with her husband and all this, but that's not her.
One of the GoFundMe says Latasha Kibi, but the other ones do not. They, one of them said, so I don't know if it was like a troll or what, but she says that they weren't her.
Can she do that? Is that legal?
No.
No.
It's for charity. That's not a charity. That's not a charity. That is for charitable causes.
Oh, wow.
It's not a charity to pay somebody's lawsuit. Like, that's personal. That has nothing. That's not a charity.
Sean?
Yes. Hi, Mel Cruz. Hello.
Hey. Oh, Sean, I just wanted to say that she did not delete all of the videos. I don't know if you saw that. She still has a video that says about exclusive Cardi B's alleged assistant saw Monistat on that's what the video's title, but she didn't delete all the videos. She only deleted the Star Marie.
I believe she does have 30 days to take the videos down.
So I don't know. I don't understand why she said on the live that she deleted the videos. When she did delete all the videos.
She did say she deleted the videos on live. She did say that.
Yeah, she's a liar.
Well, on her live, she said that she was deleting them, some of them in good faith. But I jumped up here real quick because we cannot compare Donald Trump to Tasha K as far as the reason why Donald Trump got banned off of Twitter. He was lying.
Right.
Okay. And he had control over an entire country. And so that was one of the main reasons. It was that consistent bad behavior. But you could narrow it down and say YouTube still reserves the right to determine whether they're going to allow Tasha to stay on this platform anyway. And I also think that Tasha didn't expect this outcome. She didn't expect that even though she talked a big game, she did not know where this was going to go. And it hasn't ended in her favor. She owes $1 million. She doesn't, she did go into court and say, well, yeah, I did it. She showed herself to be, a insensitive individual, somebody that doesn't care about people. She willfully, intentionally tried to harm Cardi because she, like she said, she could afford therapy. So for anyone to sit back and feel like, and I'm not saying anybody up here is saying that, but for anybody to sit back and feel like, Tasha is in control of where she's going, she has no idea. She's trying to figure it out as she goes because it's just whirling out of control and she's just grabbing at straws, in my opinion, at this point.
Right.
Owing 3.8 million to do that to you. And I don't think she's ever been in this situation before in her life. Now, maybe she filed bankruptcy, but owing this kind of money to one person that she absolutely hates that woman. You can tell that she dislikes that woman with a vengeance of hatred. So let me just be honest and say that at the end of the day, like, I have no remorse for her and nothing that she's going through because she put her own self in the position that she is in right now today. Now, what she need to do is get check and go out there and get her about 4-5 jobs, because them Africans like to work about 4-5 jobs, and get her some money together. You hear me? That's what they need to do.
Well, they're not going to be able to work. Like, I mean, being a YouTuber, your life is pretty much consumed with it. It's your life. I mean, it really is. You try to separate the two, but it's hard. So, I mean, some do it better than others. But with Tasha K, this is her job. YouTube is her job. This is her steady income. There's no job she's going to go get right now that's going to pay nearly as what she's making on YouTube, especially as quickly. That's not going to happen. So that's a waste of time. The better thing for her to do is to keep pushing her content out, as much content as she can, to make money. But here's the issue when it comes to that. Tasha K is going to fall down within numbers. A lot of people watch her due to what she has going on. So she gets a lot of buzz. So that's why her views have been where they are. With this Cardi B situation being over, a chapter being closed, she's using this appeal. Because I get people like, oh, conspiracy. Yeah, maybe she's trying to reach out to other people. Of course she did her live how she did because there were going to be a lot of professional people watching. A lot of people that have not watched her before. So to her, it was more so of like an audition. Absolutely. Like low key. It's like how I felt like she was looking at the live I really don't feel like she cares about the conspiracy community because Tasha is not consistent in that way. Tasha's consistent in the mess. She's consistent in the drama. It's where she rises. She's not going to rise in the conspiracy sector. That takes intelligence, patience to understand things, and you got to do your homework. Everything that Tasha does on her channel right now, more so, is something that a bitch is handing her, an email somebody's sending her, and when not a DM somebody said. That is how she, in the conspiracy world, you got to do your research being over there. They will run your ass right out of there if you come over there, the manosphere, anywhere like that, and you're not being on your shit. It's like you're going over to the Muslim community. You better know what you're talking about before you go over there. In these different sectors, they don't play. And it's no different than our sector. If somebody try to come in this sector trying to act like they know about me or Tasha K or Armand, or like, nah, you ain't been here from the beginning. You just got over here 2 days ago. I'm gonna need you to shut up. You need to come over here knowing your shit. If you're gonna come over here, like, that's just how people are. And Tasha's not consistent enough to go to the conspiracy sector. That takes a lot of time, energy, and patience to really sit back and drink in that information. Conspiracies are big topics, and it has a big community. And I'm not saying she's not trying to slither and bring new ones in, especially.
Yeah, I think she's trying to bring some new in.
That's fine. I mean, and she's trying to reach out to a new audience. That's cool, but she's not going to switch.
You got to be consistent.
This is where she's number one at. She can be consistent. Where number one, like in her brain. Number one. So she can stay consistent, over here. She's not going to consistently be able to move sectors unless it was like the housewife sector or something like that. It's very messy drama, something she can keep up with. She's interviewed some of those housewives, the ones that nobody cares about. She's done that. So I mean, but for her to like literally switch, I don't see that. I just think
Sean, you think
prolonging this.
Sean, do you think that? Go ahead. Do you think that this new mess with Stormisha in the car and the boy and all of that, you think that's like another way for her to jump back in, like smooth, like seamlessly come back with more videos like on that topic so she can continue with the mess in that regard? Or do you just think that was just a distraction?
I do think it was a test run. I think it was a way to distract while seeing how big it got. Because if it got big enough, then hey, let's keep this going. But the momentum in that slowed quickly because the loose lips sink ships, and they started to turn on each other, like low key, So, but I do feel like Tasha and Storm are fine. Is she gonna play the narrative for YouTube to keep people viewing her? Absolutely, it's what she does. I mean, her and Scammy Hammy, for example, that fight that they had before the interview, they staged it. It was fake.
Ridiculous.
That's the idea.
I did not even know that was fake.
So they do things like this. So it's not it's not something foreign with Tasha to make up an issue with the people underneath her to keep her name buzzing. Absolutely. And then sometimes like a person with Tasha, she's very manipulative, and manipulative and narcissistic. So even if she is fucking with you, she's the type of person that don't want you to know. I've had somebody do that to me before. I'm going to beef with you for clout, but I'm not going to tell you that I'm beefing with you for clout. I'm going to just start this. And then after, I'm going to reach out to you to let you know that this is just for show. And I feel like that's the situation with her and Storm. I feel like she started an altercation with Storm and got Storm heated, got Storm upset, unbeknownst to him that she was going to say and do certain things. And Storm got pissed. He came out of character. He removed himself. And I feel like she reached out to him afterwards. Like, that one, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like they're fine. That's how I look at it.
Oh, they made up, but I told you it started fake. I knew it started fake. It ended up being something else.
You know what? Because I was so confused because I was listening. You was like, they're good now, but that was real. Storm was really frustrated with Tasha.
And I feel like Tasha did that on purpose to pull that energy out of him.
Okay, because she was gaslighting him.
Yeah.
He didn't even know. He didn't even know. He had no idea.
He had no idea. He was just getting pissed because he's like, "Why would you be saying this shit to me?"
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let me tell you, I've been there. She done been done did something like that to me, and I've been done not to piss out of her and not to tell her later. Okay, that wasn't real, baby. That wasn't real.
Yeah, that was not. I mean, it was real on Storm's behalf. That emotion. I feel like
you could tell,
but it wasn't real on Tasha. Even Tasha, you could hear like, "Oh, you said he was your friend. Y'all wrestle." Like she sounds very sarcastic, to me, but trying to piss. I feel like she was smiling as she was saying that to Storm to piss him off, you know, to really get him over the edge.
Yeah.
You know, and she did
But just
that.
look at that. Look at that emotional roller coaster. Like, crash already. Like, who does that to somebody though? Why?
That's not the first
Jesus,
time.
that
She's done
makes
it
no
to
sense
everybody.
to me.
She did that to
I
Lovely
wouldn't want to
P.
get somebody all upset and all angry and frustrated, and they just have this whole big emotion, all for you to just be playing a joke or playing some game or some clout. That's just stupid. That's
Right.
petty and it's
And I'm
immature.
I'm on Sean's side with this. These are grown-ups, and 9 times out of 10 you can read somebody, you can know like what they are about, and you can either have parts with them or no parts. But just like Sean was saying, like, I feel bad for her children, especially if this is how she acts and manipulates people. Can you imagine? I'm not calling her a bad mother in no way, because
I don't feel bad for them.
I
I
don't
never
know,
said
like,
that.
I don't know how she parents, but I don't yeah, earlier you were saying that you feel bad that the money is coming out of the kids.
Oh, okay. No, you're right about that.
And
the
that's
reason why
basically what I'm
I
saying.
don't feel
Like,
bad for them is because I feel like God don't put nothing on us that we can't bear. So I feel like Tasha's supposed to be that's supposed to be their mother. So whatever they go through, you know, hopefully it's not as bad as we think it is. You know,
yeah, that's
hopefully,
what I'm
you know, maybe
saying.
she
Like,
treats them
Oh, it's
completely
bad. It's
different.
bad.
like the way
I'm
that she
hoping-
manipulates people.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
hoping
imagine
that,
growing up in that household as a child with a mother that manipulates people like that?
Well, we're all manipulative. I'm manipulative, girl. I manipulate my kids and doing all type of shit.
It's
Get up
human nature.
and get this shit up off my floor.
I know that's right, baby.
But see, those
I
kids,
know
But
that's
that's a
right.
manipulation. You know, I'm not gonna do it, but I still threaten them. You know, be like, look, you know, whatever. You know, so it's like I manipulate people, but I don't like literally take that manipulation and put it on to my children, because we are all manipulative in situations. If we can find a way to get what we want, we will manipulate. Like everybody does it. You know, it's not just some people. But that doesn't mean that we place that on our kid, because I manipulate like a boy or a girl into liking me. Doesn't mean I'm gonna manipulate my children. You know, or manipulating a dude to give me money or a girl to give me money. I'm not going to manipulate my kid into doing the same thing. You know, so I'm just hoping that just because she does what she does to outside people, I'm hoping she does not do that in her home. I'm hoping she literally just loves her kids down and treats her kids how they're supposed to be treated. I'm hoping that she's.
Well, we know something ain't right with that relationship with them children. Anytime that child stood there and said she was clearly hungry, and she ain't had no food up in there, and Tasha told her to get on up out of her face.
Kids be lying though. I feed my kids and go out to the store and
No. I gotta stop that conversation right there, because that's not what happened. They had a literal conversation where the girl said, well, she said, well, mommy, I'm hungry. She said, well, you just ate Chick-fil-A. She said, mommy, that was about 3 or 4 hours ago. Whenever she said the time, she said it was a time frame. That's not a little girl. That little girl got to be about 14,
like for kids to eat like every 3-4 hours. Isn't that normal?
And the kids
That's
might
normal.
be
That's normal, Sean.
The kids could be master manipulators just like their mama, except for the little babies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so they
kids are always hungry.
This might be second nature to them, so they ain't tripping. It's this what they're seeing.
Right, she could be a biggin, girl.
Come on.
Always, because my kids is bottomless pits.
Honey, yeah.
I got 5 kids, so I already know how it is. Like, I feed them, we go out like 2 minutes late. Mommy, I'm hungry. Stayed in front of the strangers too. Mommy, I'm hungry. I didn't eat. Girl, you got crumbs around your mouth. You just ate. What are you talking about? And you got people looking at you like, you better feed them kids. So as far as that, like kids are they manipulate their parents as well. They know when and where to do it and how to do it to get their attention and get what they want.
Right. So I'm not gonna say I've never called Tasha a bad parent. I don't think she's a bad parent. I just don't. I don't think she's a bad mom. I don't. Now, emotionally, I feel like she's not emotionally available. So that could be, an issue with certain things. But I just don't think that she's a harsh parent. I don't. I've seen her very playful with her little son, and whatnot. So, that's why I try to leave the churn out of it. But yes, I think that I do. I've never said anything about Tasha's parenting, because I don't think that she's a bad parent. I don't.
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
I know that's fine. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't get that from her. I don't get.
No, I'm not talking about her parenting. Like I said earlier, like I don't know how she parents, but I am a parent, and I grew up in a toxic household, and my parents would present themselves one way to the world, and then when we're home, it'll be like a completely different type of situation. And sometimes, like, you can like the way who you are is who you are, and that will be around other people and around your children. But like Sean said, maybe they're used to it, so they don't see it. And of course, as parents, we do manipulate our kids to do things like chores and whatever to get them to do what they need to do around the house or at school, whatever. That's just part of being a parent. But also, when you do have a personality that is very toxic, that would sometimes bleed over to your children. But that does not mean that you're not a good parent. That doesn't mean that you don't love them. That doesn't mean that you're not doing everything to the best of your abilities to provide for them. So yeah, I do understand where Sean's coming from.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
so
she would
Tasha
be
K is a
on
good
live.
parent. Moving right along.
She'll be on live cursing.
Yeah, I don't do the parenting. I leave the parent out of it. You know, I really don't like to talk about people's kids because I don't know. I don't know. It makes me itch. But so with Tasha K today, do y'all feel, because after somebody gets sued, especially like newspapers, like I said before, when after you usually do a retraction, you know, and whatnot. So I do believe that Tasha was supposed to do some type of retraction today. Did y'all hear any retracting?
No.
Did anybody hear any retractor?
No.
Not at all.
Let me say, let me answer that question.
Hold on, real quick. I want to hear from Mel Cruz and Steph. Did y'all hear any retraction?
No.
I didn't hear. Go ahead, Steph.
Oh no, I did not hear no retracting. I heard a narc. I heard it's everyone's fault but mine. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I didn't hear retraction either. And what I heard her do was just dig in deeper and pull in more stuff like freedom of speech and the comments she made about making people have to watch this type of behavior. I guess she was referring to Cardi's, or just sexual behavior.
No, Cardi. That's what she was talking about.
Yeah, and the thing is like, wait a minute, we all have the option to turn it off or turn it on.
Wait a minute, that's the entire industry. I watched Madonna and Janet and everybody do the same nasty stuff.
But the big machine is not forcing that down our throat. It's available if that's what you like, but it's not forced on us to watch it. So, and even with that trying to be her angle as to why she's going to appeal is ridiculous as well, because nobody's forcing you to watch this stuff.
Yes, can I piggyback off of that?
Her to lie either. No, you go ahead.
Can I piggyback off of that real quick? Because what she said was spot on. Like that's what a lot of people are doing, especially the winos. They're saying this. They're saying things of the around the area of, oh, well, Cardi's putting out this music for our daughters and our sons to hear, and she's a bad influence and whatever. Like I said, I have 5 kids. My kids don't know what a Cardi is. They don't know what a Meg Thee Stallion is. They don't know what a Nicki Minaj is. That's because I choose for them not to know. I don't listen to that type of music in my house. I don't consume that type of content in my house. Therefore, my children will not as well. So that is not a ground to stand on as far as saying that what she puts out is toxic. If you feel that way, then don't consume it. We all have a choice. Just like she had a choice not to choose on her feet.
Let me say this real quick. The other thing too, where we were talking about how the other mainstream QAnon or whatever, that's who Cardi's trying to, that's who Tasha's trying to attract. Tasha would get ate up by that community.
Oh, and you ain't lying.
She would get eaten up by them because for starters, she's going to come in being someone who they cannot trust. They know she's untrustworthy. They know she'll lie. They know she's a manipulator, just like the former president. I mean, the same tendencies, the same behavior.
They trust him.
But the thing is, well, they trust him because he is them. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to say. I was going to say that he is them.
A black woman that now they'll welcome you in and use you to go deeper into the ground of destruction, but they're not going to use you and build you up. Now, Candace Owens, they don't really like Candace Owens, but she's what they say, the right skin type or whatever. She got the right skin tone for them to at least tolerate her, but they don't respect Candace Owens. She's just doing their bidding for her. But with Tasha K, they're not gonna bring Tasha K in with open arms and be honestly like, we really want to see you benefit and grow. They're gonna use you, and when they don't have any further need for you, you're gonna be right out the door. And if anything, you'll be going out the door with them suing you, Tasha K. So it's
Did you notice that she did pull Candace in and did an interview? I was like, what is this about? Like, she's kind of trying to been dipping her toes into that audience for a while. And if you notice, Storm, he kind of dips his toes into the conspiracy theory too. So I don't really know what Tasha angle really is, but she's really.
But
I just had one thing that I wanted to say right quick, and it was the answer to Sean's question when Sean said, "Did we feel like that was a retraction?" Well, first of all, my only thing is that real platforms that care about their subscribers, that care about the people that are involved with the platform, would come and give a retraction. When you're a liar and you're a liar, you're not going to give a crap about giving a retraction about anything. And that's how I feel like Tasha just don't care. She don't care about what she's
saying. But this is how I know that she's not listening to her attorneys, because anytime a publication or anything like that is sued, it's like standard, to do a retraction. It's expected, for you to retract because you were found to not be telling the truth. So it's like you have to retract. You can't, if a newspaper is being sued for a lie and they are found basically guilty of it to where the plaintiff beats them in the lawsuit, then they have to retract. The only time they usually don't do that and retract and make a retraction statement is if like they sue them closed, to where they bankrupt them because of the lawsuit or whatnot. So they're not issuing out any more, material or anything for the readers anyway. So they usually don't do, because we're over, like we're done. We don't have to do anything.
She's delusional. Okay. She doesn't see the real world. I mean, there's a journalist. This guy was famous for a long time. He lied about going to war. He lied about what happened to him at Iraq. He got a lot of slander. They took him down, and he's just now getting back on the air. That was like 15 years ago. Wow. She thinks that bad things don't happen to white people. They don't pay repercussions and consequences. He's crazy as hell.
But that's the thing. Her statement tonight, it had to have been from her attorney. So I don't know if it was Olga or if it was the other like attorney or whatever.
Never listen to them.
But whatever she read tonight, it definitely came from them. And I feel like she rewrote it.
She made some inserts.
It was baseless.
Chelsea wrote it.
Yeah,
and I don't know if them attorneys wrote that. Not if they only get 61.
They probably did, like Sean said, they probably presented her with hey, this is what, if you're going to go live, read this. But she got in front of the thing in that white outfit, and decided to say what the hell she wanted to say and came up with all these conspiracy theories.
That's really gonna make me go, wow.
But here's the thing with Tasha is, I think that me personally, I feel like what's going to happen is she's going to, ride this little bit of heat right now, and that's why she went on live today. But after a while, when she sits down and starts adding up stuff, because not only are you right now, you're responsible for that 4.8 or however much it was, 4.3, 3.8. So not only you really are responsible for that until 3.9. Until or unless you file that appeal and win, you're still responsible for that. You're also responsible for any back taxes, if that was true, that she hasn't paid any taxes. You're responsible for that. And if anybody else decides to pull up and sue her, you have those things too. So you might be long, but it ain't that long, right? I mean, from what
now I got a question. Sean, do you think that somebody else might pull up and sue her?
I feel like multiple people are already in line.
Supposedly there's a long list of people actually behind her. Especially
I think that
Serena too.
They're gonna wait. I mean, I'm not gonna say like they're all gonna wait, but Tasha has other things to deal with. There's other things that are about to be going on. especially here in the near future. And Tasha knows exactly what I'm talking about. That she's going to have to be worried about anyway. So that's what I'm saying. She's about to ride this R. Kelly wave all over again. And what she's going to try. But there's only so much that she's going to be able to say because of everything she has going on with the internal affairs due to the information that she's gotten according to R. Kelly. So she doesn't want to further criminate herself by saying anything of the other. So it would be better if she stayed off of that topic. But being as hard-headed as Tasha is, I feel like she's not going to have a choice but to revisit it. And it's the same thing with, allegedly, I hear in the street that Wendy Williams is supposed to be suing Tasha.
I heard that Wendy Williams.
I doubt it. I mean, girl, have you not seen her lately? Funky fresh looking amazing.
I heard it was
she has enough going on.
That one got from her.
No, that's what I heard too. Now I did hear that Sharina will have she
Grounds
to her. Now I don't know how strong the case will be to actually, what she will win, how much she will win. But I do know she does, like Mel said, has grounds to sue her because that violates so many different laws.
HIPAA laws. Bobby Lights need to sue her too.
Well, then I thought I heard that they said he was going to do that. But the thing about it is all the money it's going to take to even just address those issues. Because to my understanding, and I'm just going to say allegedly and whatever else I need to say is my opinion, Tasha is not capable of responding to an attorney correspondence when something comes through and talking about, okay, we need you to respond to this within the next 72 hours, or we're going to, accelerate the situation. So it's too many angles coming at her for her to think all she can do is sit up there in that nice little studio she got. And she's just going to go up from here. You got too many bullets you got to dodge. Yeah. Too much stuff going on.
Yep. Do you think that other people are gonna feel like, well, since she owed Cardi 3.8, there ain't gonna be nothing left for them to get to sue for?
No, it depends because a lot of people sue just for the basic principalities.
Yeah, absolutely. So even if they don't get the type of judgment but it doesn't matter how much her judgment is. Cardi's judgment is against her. If I was taking Tasha K to court and I wanted to sue her for $2-3 million, if that's what I'm granted, that's what I'm granted. That's just going to be on top of it. They're not going to consider what she owes other people.
Right. And what the true motivation is, because even, for example, if Bobby wanted to sue Tasha K, just the mere fact that he got her hemmed up might be satisfaction enough for him because of what she said and how far and wide, those negative comments about him went. So he may be like,
he doesn't realize how much, because she always want to make it try to seem like what we need to be worried about and how this affects us. No, look at how this affects you, Transrena. With you being with Cardi win this case against you, it means that you are a liar, that you slander, you defame, you do all of those things.
Amen.
You harass, you do all of those things. So if somebody else in the future is coming to sue you for it, it's going to be a higher chance, especially depending on what you said, that they may win. Just based off of what you've already been charged with. So it's like
now,
you already
Sean,
like a
you
little
hit the
guinea
nail
pig.
on the head again. You hit the nail on the head again. It only, with this right here, it made her look like the liar and the slanderer that she really is, so that when the next person come and try to sue, they already know you're a liar and a slanderer, so why they gonna believe you? The judge may rule.
Tasha K did not call us. I'm sorry, y'all. Tasha K did not call us anyone. Tasha K said that she was family. She said she was related to Serena's family. She did not call in like, hey, my friend is there having a baby. That is not how she called. You're right. It's not illegal. Anybody can call a hospital and anybody, you damn skip it. But you cannot lie and say that you are related. No, you cannot. If I call in somewhere and say that my is Lindsay ... there, and they say yeah, and they say what's your relation, and I say that's my wife or that's my cut, that's a lie. You cannot lie. You have to tell the truth. If you have
so what's the backstory on this comment?
To a hospital, because it's no different than going to a hospital and they saying like if you're not next to kin or whatnot, then you can't go back there. So if you say I'm her husband or I'm her wife and you go back there, you can get in trouble. You can
Right.
get in a lot of trouble.
Well, and the hospital could be held liable. So if Kevin,
Absolutely, that's why.
Right. If Kevin's girlfriend, Shanila, or whatever her name is, if she wanted to sue the hospital for giving up her private information,
absolutely,
the hospital could turn right around and say, well, wait a minute, who lured us into this?
Transferring
Who lied to us? Exactly. So there's a whole lot of liability going on.
What's
there,
the backstory to this? I'm
That was,
confused.
Tasha K called the hospital.
It was
saying that she was
this
somebody's family.
Wendy Williams' husband's side
Yeah.
piece had a baby.
Had a
And
baby,
so
yeah.
evidently,
And
or
she
allegedly,
called the hospital to get the information to find out about what the baby. Did the woman had a baby and all this and all that?
and then she
Yeah.
reported it and then used it as content and reported it.
Recorded herself lying.
And basically, this is how Wendy Williams found out that her husband was
Wow,
having
so
a baby with a whole nother woman.
She always
Wait.
reporting herself doing some malice craziness. Like, why are you
Now,
always
Wendy might
reporting
have
this?
known that the man was cheating. But
Wait,
one thing she didn't know was that he had a baby on the way. And because
I'm
of
so
Tasha's show,
confused.
No, Wendy knew she was a cheater.
I'm confused.
she knew that he
So
was a cheater, but she didn't know about no baby. She didn't even know the girl was pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, either way, so
Tasha
that's
did the show, and that's how she found out.
Yeah, Tasha confirmed.
So wait, I'm so confused. So
Wendy
I'm just
Williams'
the first
husband was cheating on her.
Hold on. Let her say what she's trying to get clarity on.
Okay, so this is like the first time that because I don't be in. Okay, so you're saying that Wendy Williams found, because I'm so dumbfounded right now. Wendy Williams found out that her husband's mistress was having a baby because Tasha K called the hospital.
Yes.
Tasha K called the hospital, confirmed that the woman had the baby, and made a whole live presentation about the whole situation.
So she pretended like she was a family member when she called the hospital and recorded herself lying to the nurse to get the information about his mistress baby.
Yes, she did. Did you guys hear the recording of her
What
telling
the
Nikki that she had a picture
I'm
of the
so
baby?
sorry. What the hell?
Hold on 1 second, Miss T. What you were
What happened?
What?
It just hit her.
What?
It hit her.
Oh, it resonated. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hit her. It hit her. It just hit her.
Shout out to Miss T. Taylor baby. What did you say?
Hi.
Steve? Hi.
I was just being respectful and letting y'all talk. But
You go right ahead. You have the floor, Miss T.
Oh no, I was
You have
saying
been
that
patiently waiting. You have the floor.
Oh yeah, I mean she had a picture of the baby. She told Nikki that she had a picture of the baby too.
Yes.
But see, so that type of behavior leads me to question, like, so all of these women who, if you see them on their profiles, they look like they're professional and upscale ladies or whatever. So for somebody who's out here working a professional job and you have children and families and this and that, how do you get behind somebody who would stoop to levels that low?
Because they all trash.
But then, and my biggest part about it is, but the biggest part about it is if you're a caring and just a overall good person, and you find out that somebody who you admire would do something and that is harmful to him emotionally, and your justification for that is, well, they can pay for therapy.
No.
How do you continue?
But you guys, we also have to remember
to hold that person up and be like, oh yeah, you're somebody I really need to have in my life as an influence.
Right.
You
This
guys
is
have to look
this
at
is
it
the
too.
first time I'm hearing. This is like I'm so dumbfounded. Like I couldn't. Okay, so
girl, you
I'm
is tongue
back up
twisted.
because like I can't even fathom like the lengths that she went. I'm thinking like this is just about the Cardi B situation. Like
She's going to furtherance. It's like
I haven't.
said, allegedly, Kelsey said something about having some results about Cardi and blah blah blah. She got it illegally too, but that's what Tasha's known for. What really shocked me with Tasha, like that situation with Whitney, that didn't shock me. The Jaguar Rice situation, that didn't shock me.
Yeah.
What shocked me about her is when I found out about her using the ex-employee from the facility in Wisconsin, a correctional facility.
And get the
And
email.
information.
I was just about to say
That was
that.
it for me,
That's
Sean.
shocking me.
That was
I'm
it for
like,
me, Sean.
oh
That
my
showed.
God.
That showed
I'm
how
like,
low
girl,
you will
you
go.
are
Tasha
That
just
was it
got
for me
blocked
right
on
there.
Sean.
like,
They just
Let
blocked
me tell
Tasha
you
in the
something.
chat.
That
That
Sean,
didn't
I want to tell you that when you said that was it for me. That's why I couldn't
That
fool
shows
her
me
no
how
more.
far she
I
can
can't fool
go
with
She's
you no
to
more.
get
cutthroat.
content.
That didn't shock me. What shocked me was her reaction to the fact that she could have got locked up for it. She still acted like she did nothing wrong.
Tasha's in the chat.
She got blocked. They blocked her. I didn't do it. I
Why
swear
didn't
my
let her
finger
come
went
up?
on the button.
why y'all block her?
I didn't do it.
Calling me lawyer.
Yeah, call your lawyer.
I
Call your
didn't do
lawyer.
it. It wasn't me this
They
time.
should have gave you a good statement to say for the retraction.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me this time.
Sean,
Why y'all block
Sean,
her?
Hold on, is she calling
Sean,
Olga?
Sean.
Because we good
Let
if
me
she
tell
calling
you
Olga.
now. Look,
If she's
she's
calling Olga,
calling
we
her
okay.
lawyer. She's calling her
If y'all,
lawyer.
if y'all blocked her, I'm gonna be mad.
No,
Okay,
they
wait.
blocked
Call her
her.
lawyer. I don't
No,
got
it's
nothing
blocked.
over here for
Miss
her.
Priest has a fake page. Hey, fake page.
It's
No,
blocked.
she could come up and add some, shed
No,
some light
she
on it.
can't come up. No, the fuck she can't.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no, oh no,
No,
girl,
she's
no.
a very
I don't like
I'm
it.
not saying
I'm
who.
sorry.
All
It's
clocks
blocked.
have
I'm
been
gonna-
out. No, I
I'm
don't want
trying
to
to
give
be a
her.
good
I
Christian
don't want
tonight.
her attention while she's downfalling, while she's spiraling down. No, you should say.
Okay, Mystical said it
Might
ain't her.
touch
Mystical
your
said it ain't her.
your channel and have it spiraling down to no. And then she's very disrespectful and nasty when she come up on a person panel like she did on Nosy Ho that night when she came up there because Jag was on there and she talked. It was a 6-hour panel. I was there
Yeah,
for
I think
every
that's a
moment of
troll.
it. And she talked so nasty to Jaguar on that panel. And no, no, she can't come over here. She keep them gold shoes right over there with
I'm
you.
gonna tell you.
Big Dad.
I'm gonna tell you about me, sweetie. I was
The keeper ain't ready.
Big Dad.
I was born in Florida, grew up in New York, and now I'm back in Florida, girl. This is not what you want over here because I will read
Yeah,
you
and
like
I
I'm
live
from
in New York,
the
born and
South,
raised in
then
New
I
York,
will
and I
roast
lived
you
down
like I'm
south
from
and
the
came
north.
back to New York. No,
Don't
she don't
play
know
with
what
me.
she is.
Central LA. I just swing. I use my fist.
I will windmill the heck out of some stuff. I'm telling you, I be windmilling through Sean's comments all the time.
I cannot.
I can't
I-
battle. I do fight though.
My question is, do y'all think she gonna pay that 3.8 though?
She has
No.
No. No. Maybe the 47 cent, but I don't know about nothing else. I don't know about nothing else. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. But she's gonna pay some of it because she's not gonna have a choice. I do think
And
that
I think she personally, I
bankruptcy.
think she buying time right now. That's all she doing.
That's
Is
why I
trying
think
to
that
get
she wants to get the appeal so she can buy
and
more
get as
time.
much
Yeah.
viewers as she can, so she can do what she got to do. Bottom
I
line.
love y'all. This was fun. I'm gonna drop so Mystical or somebody else could come up because some people want to come up. Love y'all. Thank y'all for having
Love
me up
you
here.
too, Fraser.
Bye.
Bye.
So y'all know that wasn't Tasha K's real.
But I see the spaces in her name. That's why
Yeah, I
I
was like that's not her. So
Calling me lawyer.
Who coming for me? Wonder Woman. Oh, girl, Wonder Woman, you could have phase. Who coming for me? You.
Pretty Wonder Woman.
She looks
hold
real
on, let me
pretty.
get back in this
Oh, they
chat.
windmilling.
Somebody
They
need the
windmilling.
blizzard. Who needs the blizzard?
Big Dot. Shout out to my boots of West.
Hold on, honey. I'm coming to block you. Hold on. I'm coming.
Wonder Woman. Who coming for me? You.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm gonna eat up Tasha K until why not? She paying the light bill on my new ring light. She buying my new ring lights. She absolutely is. Thank you, Transrena Kibi.
Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all.
She
Sorry, y'all. My bad.
Sean, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. I am. I have to say, I'm really shocked. This really has been, I have watched her just spiral out of control, talk about people like a dog, treat people like crap, talk to people like they pieces of crap. And now I get to see where somebody literally
they sunder, like for real. Cardi sunder. Like I love it. I'm here for it. I love it. I love it.
But what other direction could Tasha K go in all honesty? She couldn't come back and run.
Well, she thought she was
Be
going
controversial and infamous.
She was trying to get on, get her a regular real show on the cable network.
Don't nobody want to look at that mug.
No, she lied about being on BET that deal that she was supposed to help them and all that. That never came. Like she's just a liar.
That horrible video she made when
Really?
she was trying to play multiple
Right.
characters.
You remember that video
shit
too?
was horrible.
Girl.
That shit was so terrible. Like, girl, if you don't get out of here
She
with
gonna
that
dress up like
badass
Medea
acting,
and
went
talk
to the
about
same
some she
school
gonna be
that
on
Stormisha went
BET.
to.
Girl.
That's
what?
crazy.
She is just a liar. Oh, I hate that.
So there's really no other direction she can go in because she's really just kind of like blown up the YouTube street and it's all falling down.
Ooh, I just love Mel's voice. Keep
liar.
talking Mel.
But you know what I
Keep
picked up
saying
on?
stuff, Mel.
Have y'all heard Vaughn say this? He said that she's a different person at home than she is on YouTube. I think she has an alter ego when she comes in front of those cameras and nobody can control it and it's out of control.
That's
People
why
just
she
don't
has to.
really
That's why
do.
she has to get drunk. That's why she has to get drunk because you know what people like the old folks like to say. Like when you get drunk, like demons and stuff start coming out. I feel like that's why she needs to drink because she knows what the things that she says and the things that she does is wrong. And any moral standing person, even if you don't have any grown person, knows like I'm not about to sit up here sober as can be, lying my ass off, calling hospitals. I'm still mad about that, child. Fuck you gonna call somebody at the goddamn hospital, calling hospitals and stuff and acting like and doing all of this
And
while
think
you're
it's
sober.
funny though.
How are you gonna go on your platform and continuously attacking black women that's sitting there telling you their story and you're making fun of them? Like you have to be some type of drunk to be that type of person.
And
Like
what's
that's
wrong
the
with
only
women that are following
explanation.
her? That's what I'm trying to. That's the connection I can't seem to make. Like, how are y'all professional women, and how are y'all still supporting
Because
that?
some of them not professional women. Some of them is just as narcissistic as she is and habitual liars too. That's why they believe each other. And that, you know what I'm saying? You have to see the stuff from the other side. You got the intelligent woman that may be following a SeanDavieWay or a nosy hoe. You know, women that, you know what I'm saying? Even women of the night follow nosy
She
hoe.
took
But I'm
shoes
just
out of the
saying
garbage. I don't
that
see how professional these people is that
regardless to
following
whatever,
her.
exactly.
I
Like
wonder
you
if
don't,
those
the
shoes
type of
got
people that's
Velcro
over
on
on
the
her
top.
channel, like they of the same caliber of women that she is. That's why.
Not all professional people have good hearts. You know,
No, they don't. They
you
don't.
know, just because somebody like look good on paper doesn't mean they look good, you know, in the spirit or in the soul, or they even have empathy.
Yeah.
So it's good to look good. The devil wears Prada.
So right, baby.
But what I would say the difference between what I would say the difference between like people that watches Sean's show and people who tend to watch Tasha's show is the emotional maturity. Like, yeah, we sit over here, we kiki. Sean is a kiki. He's a laugh. He can roast anybody 2.5 seconds. All of that. That's good and that's cool. And it is entertaining and it relieves us. But when you go as far as to support someone that will sit there and blatantly lie to you while taking your money, you are not a mature person. You're not. And even after she admitted to lying, you're still supporting.
That have donated to her, if they can get together and do a class action for them, you know, fast super chatting her when it's turned out that she has just been lying about all the stories they've been super chatting her on.
Yeah, but it's not just about maturity either. I want to say this. It's about integrity. Sean has integrity. He's not going to bring us something that is a bunch of lies. She has no integrity whatsoever, and she'll tell you a lie just as sure as she stand in your face and look you in your eye and say it.
And he has morals. He has morals. He believes what he says, and he says what he believes, and he'll stick to it. And that's a real good trait.
Consider the source and all this. She look at Cardi as an enemy. You know what I'm saying? She feel like she started out on YouTube just like she did, and I feel like she just a hater on the line, and she not gonna let it go. You know what I mean?
Queen, she said they're not all lies. Shout out to Queen. No, I agree. Tasha told the truth 2 times when she said she was married. She got
and that she got kids.
And she got 2 kids. She told the truth about that. Everything else, the bitch lied.
Oh my god! I mean,
And see,
like, and then you got people still trying to,
See that?
and you got
Exactly.
people still trying to take up for her. Like, Shorty is calling people in hospitals. I'm still stuck on that. I have 5 children. I just had my twins last year in December. Like, I wish a motherfucker would have called up there talking about they my sister or something. Like, no, now something it's about to be a problem. Like, I cannot stand that. That lady.
But listen to this right here, baby. Wendy Williams did not even know that her husband had a woman pregnant when Tasha did the show. She broke up their marriage.
She knew that.
She broke up their marriage. Wendy been married to that man for 25 years.
Issues. That was already out.
I ain't gonna give her that much credit, but I will say that that pushed Wendy into a deep depression. It was already, a little iffy. But I'm just saying that seems to me like that was the straw that broke the camel back. And Wendy was like, "I'm tired of this nigga. Let me get him up out of my life because it was embarrassing."
He wasn't in the buy-up on Lifetime.
I think Wendy just wasn't gonna deal with nobody else's baby.
Right.
I think they.
I would have, when I say that, I would have went. Tasha would have.
Don't get it twisted. If that man had came to Wendy behind closed doors and told her that he had a baby outside that marriage, they'd have been a happily 2 mama and a daddy family. Believe me, because I know she'd have made it happen. She loved her husband now. But now that you got everybody, it was total embarrassment. That was total embarrassment. People around the world done seen this blogger put it out here and say that this woman is pregnant by her husband. She had no leg to stand up on. You understand me? Wendy Williams is a real person. Her husband is a real person. The man been cheating allegedly for many years.
Since 1987.
The Wendy still stuck by him.
Allegedly.
She still stuck with him. They still was married.
Wendy was cheating too, girl.
She was too. Now I ain't gonna say she ain't get her a little peen on too. She did. She did. She did. But I have to say at the end of the day, that was it for her, honey. Once that girl had that baby, that was it. It was done. It was done.
Well, that's Tasha K future right there. If she keep going down the road, she going.
So
now that brings up another question I got for you, Sean. That brings up another question I got for you. Do you think that Shet will leave her?
No.
No.
He ain't going nowhere.
He's not going nowhere.
He's not without them kids.
Y'all think he gonna stick around and pay up some of that $3.8 million? He gonna help?
Absolutely.
No, I feel like he's better off with her than separate.
Amen.
She is his boss, and now Cardi is both their boss. He needs
I would have been. I would for my green card. I gotta go.
Don't get me wrong.
He got his green card already.
I gotta go.
More than Shaq needs her because everything is basically in Shaq's name. All of the the little assets that they do have and everything, the business name and the company, Key Studios, all of that. That's in Shaq's name. The house, the contract for deed. That's in his name.
Don't you think he would just get rid of her?
But you gotta think about it.
She is the reason the money coming in, not him.
Yeah, and they've been together. And they've been together for all these years. You gotta think about it. Either he likes the abuse or he's part of it. They've been together for all these years, and
they're also business partners.
They're not business partners. Tasha bought that man.
Let me buy you. Let me buy you. From the auction girl over there in Africa.
I would have left her. Got my alimony and called it a day. Goodbye, Tasha.
No, I don't think he's gonna leave her. He needs her now more than ever. And like the Kiwi Studios, because Kiwi Studios make the views, everything. People are tuning in for Tasha, not that motherfucker.
Exactly.
But he could give him another Tasha, can't he?
No.
Ain't no way.
What if YouTube says we're going to take this channel down?
I don't think YouTube will take Tasha's channel.
Got her website.
The most they will do to Tasha is demonetize her. It's just like
really
Shane Dawson and all those other people. Like they're demonetized, but their channels and stuff are still up. But they're demonetized.
Well, that wouldn't. She ain't gonna be able to get no money then. You think Sheka want to hear it then still too?
No. Well, I mean, to a certain extent, because she makes money in other avenues, and Tasha's name does ring bells. She does have a following.
I think Mystical is right though. That he is they are codependent on each other. You all like in a relationship, you always have that type of dominant person, and then you have the submissive person. Each person plays their role and know how to play it to a T. So I think that Mystical is right. Like he knows how to be in a relationship, and he's comfortable with that, and she likes that he's submissive to her.
He's the sub and dom.
But even if Tasha is not making money on YouTube, there are other platforms where she can go and make money.
Absolutely.
They have to do is move platforms.
They will follow her. Now it might not be in the biggest, although YouTube has a bigger platform, because I've noticed that when people do try to transfer audiences from YouTube, it's usually not, you don't get the same following. Like you're not getting it, you get as many subscribers as you get over here. You're not really going to take literally everybody with you, type of situation. But she could bring a decent amount. She could. So she would, as long as she stay consistent, it would grow. And I also think that that's the main reason she started the app, so that they can control her. And I think that that's why she wasn't putting much energy towards it, because she didn't want it to make too much money. So it wasn't really like on the blip, for them to like pay attention to. So they keep that under the radar. So if they start to garnish her wages on YouTube, then she can make a full wage, off of the app, and whatnot. So push more people over to the app.
Don't forget her cameo over there on Bigo. She was already setting herself up.
Yeah.
During the during the whole waiting period during the trial, she was setting herself up. So all they have to do is move platforms, and that's exactly what they're gonna do.
And that's why she wanted her own platform, so that she can maximize her monetization by having her own. So it's like, I can go to Bigo, I can go to all these other places, but I need my own crib, so that she can basically control the numbers. Because if she goes and gets paid from Bigo and other places, it's a different type of paper trail than it would be at her own shit, to where her and Shek can sit over there and manipulate motherfucking numbers.
Smoke and mirrors.
White out some of the zeros, and turn that in, versus to Bigo gonna tell them the truth. Like, this is what
exactly.
She makes, blah, blah, blah. No different than with YouTube. This is what she makes, blah, blah, blah. But with her own app, that works differently. The payment process and, it worked different, So
well, I'm gonna ask you one more question, Sean. After tonight, I have really got a clear understanding of the person. Well, not really clear, but I just got a better understanding of the person that we deal with, called Tasha K. But one thing I have to understand, I want you to understand, is that it's all bad, man. It's all bad, like, for real.
Oh no, absolutely. I know Tasha is trying to save face. Yes, she is, but this is not a good look for Transrena Kibi. The smart thing for Tasha to do is keep pushing that content. Try to pay that money down, because it's going to come to a point, especially with her not filing taxes in years. Taxes are very expensive, especially because YouTube don't take a dime. They give you every red cent that coming your way. Every penny. They give it to you. Ain't no withholding. So, and they keep a record of all of. They send you tax forms every year. Like, I just got mine the other day. So it's like they send them to you every year. So they're keeping track of all the money that she's making. So that's a whole nother, payment.
The IRS don't play.
And the Treasury did come in and sit on one of her court dates, on one of her court appearances. They did come in and sit and listen to her financial side. They wanted to hear what that hoe had.
Yep.
So it's like they sat there in there to see how much money her ass got. And because they're not gonna play with her. They is not gonna play with her. They're not gonna play with Kiva Studios.
One thing about the IRS, they want their money. They want their money. And the thing about it is that as soon as they tell you this is what you owe, you got an amount of time to pay it. And if you don't pay it, then it start gaining interest. You'll be screwed. She'll be screwed for real. She got to get that together ASAP.
Well, now before
she got to get that money together faster than she getting Cardi money together.
Attorneys. It ain't even no proof that she's paid them yet. And that's another reason why I feel like she wants to appeal, so that she can keep that bill going.
Yep.
But you see how some of those attorneys are falling off on R. Kelly's cases, and that's not to say that he not because
he ain't making no payments either, baby. The one attorney.
No, what I'm saying is just like they're falling off on R. Kelly's case. Olga can fall off on there too, especially if she's not getting paid.
Tasha's not going to take Olga to court back with her because one of her, I feel, pleas to the judge for one of her appeals, one of the injunctions I think she's going to have submitted is that her legal team failed her.
Exactly.
I think
that's what I was saying.
She is not going to go back to court with old girl, but that puts her in another pickle because she has to pay them if she's going to part from them.
Right.
Now, she was going to keep them as her legal, attorneys and whatnot. Then, Tasha could, just pay a certain amount or whatever and still stay in bed with them, type of situation. But if she's going to be switching attorneys, they're going to want their bill paid in full.
Up front.
File a lien on that.
They're going to
I think R. Kelly's attorneys is going away because they figured out that he really is batshit crazy.
No. His attorneys know that he don't have the money to pay them.
Yeah.
Yes, he don't.
On and on and on.
He ain't got no money.
That's going to be the challenge too for if Tasha tries to get a new attorney. They're going to say, wait a minute, you got the IRS, you got this 3.8, you got this and that. How do you see yourself getting ready to pay us? Can you even
absolutely? I mean, and it's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Not even just that, just the court fees, Mel, and everything that she owes.
Exactly.
You owe Cardi $3.8 million. How are you planning on paying her? I mean, but you don't have to pay like the 3.8 like right off the back. I mean, she had the money she could, but those legal fees especially have to be taken care of because Cardi's going to pay her team. So it's like Tasha's going to be paying Cardi back because Cardi's still going to pay her attorneys. It's not like Cardi's going to sit there and let her attorneys wait for Tasha to pay her so she can pay them. Like, Cardi's going to fit that bill. Like it's already taken care of. Type of situation. So Cardi doesn't want her money.
She just
Cardi
have
has to pay her own bill. That's why she was suing her for it. Like I'll pay this bill, but you got to pay me for paying it.
Right.
Type of situation. So that $1 million or whatever she had to pay her attorneys and whatnot. Tasha is legally responsible for it. To pay her back that money. So that's why I say, even if she does one part of her appeal or whatever appeal, you still owe. Like you still have to pay. Like that ain't going anywhere. So with that being said, Tasha, it would be smart for her to keep. I know because they're just not good at what they did. They're not the attorneys for that type of case. They don't see that needs to be their specialty. Right. And Olga, as you see, it isn't. So I don't understand why you would take people back into court who you already feel is incompetent. Like, why would you take them back?
Why would you continue on with them? Why didn't you stop right then and there and say, look, Judge, hold up, I need to get rid of them. They're not representing me well. Right. So I feel like that's why if she tries to get an appeal based on those grounds,
because she didn't even represent herself well.
What I'm saying is that's why I think if she tries to go and get an appeal based on those grounds, they're going to throw it out because the judge gave you enough warning and remarked on how incompetent the attorneys were, but you continued to go through with that. So if that's what you thought then you don't have a case. And just because she goes and asks for an appeal doesn't mean she's going to get seated in front of a jury again and it all go down. They're going to have to review everything that she submits as her reasons why she wants the appeal. And then they'll make a determination. They'll say, well, yes, that's worthy. We'll give you a new trial. Or they'll say, nope, it's not in violation. Boom. The situation stands as it is. So she can waste all this time and take all this time. And if there's interest on the judgment, and typically there are. So if there's like an interest that's until that thing is paid off, the amount is going to get larger.
Sucks for her.
She just got at this point. She got a lien on her whole life for the next 30 years. She got to pay $10,000 a month for the next 30 years, and that's just what it is. Her life is a lien. It's not even her life anymore.
That's just
that's the thing. Right here, someone says there's no betrayal between her and her husband. So why would her husband leave her, baby? He would leave her for being broke. She's putting their family in financial ruin.
And they say that she threw him under
that's the thing.
Yeah, and threw him under the
What I heard from Let me tell you something. Word on the street was when she got up there and said what she said about, yeah, she knew it was a lie. He got on the stand right behind her and said yes, and threw her under the bus and said, yes, I believe that some of the things that she said
They
is a lie
planned that,
too.
though. They planned that. They
You think
planned
so?
to go against each other like that. I mean, because what sense does that make? She knows what she's gonna say when she goes into court. He knows what she's gonna like. They know what they're going to say. So if he's gonna go into court and blame something on Tasha, she's not being blindsided by that. That's something they planned.
Yeah,
You know, so
that.
Yeah,
like,
they
you
can.
lie
I
on
think they
me,
did
I
that from
lie
the
on you.
perspective. I think they did that from the perspective of once again saying that our attorney was inadequate because they gave him this advice and then they gave me this advice and it was a conflict of interest and then it ended up me being judged because of X, Y, and Z. So this was a whole strategy. You cannot legally make your husband or you cannot legally make a husband and wife testify against each other in a civil court or a criminal court. Period. Yeah. They did that because they wanted to, because it was a strategy.
But
that's all that was.
It really didn't work though, because she still owes, and she's and from what I can tell from overhearing, how everything went down, you really don't have grounds for appeal. You could ask for it, but you don't really have grounds for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Anybody can appeal.
Come on.
So within this situation, so it's not like this would be the best thing for Tasha to appeal. This is how you can tell she's not listening to her attorneys, because I'm sure they're telling her it's not worth it. It's not worth appealing, but she's hard-headed. She's still going to do what she wants to do. So against her attorney's advice, she's going to appeal it. And which is fine. But this is going to be
Let me ask you another question.
And she wants to try to take this federal. That is dumb. I'm like, why would you try to pursue this, especially in a federal court? Like, this is dumb.
Can I ask a question? A matter of fact, I got two questions. My first question is, how did this case get to be a federal case?
Because Cardi sued her for more than $75,000.
Right.
Okay. And my second question,
you have the small claims court, and then you have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My second question is, if she's appeals, is it any way possible that the judge can make her pay even more money?
Well, the appeal is typically designed. The appeal. Well, listen, if she appeals it and they get in front of a whole new court, a whole new jury and stuff, then the awards could differ. So she could get in front of it and the whole new jury decide, no, that was too much. So no, we're not gonna require that you pay that. She got found guilty on all the counts. If she goes and gets in front of another jury, they might say, well, just count 1 and 2 and 4, and throw 1 or 2 of the counts out. So it's a coin toss. But either way, it's still going to cost her money. And as long as that judgment is sitting on her that she owes it, it's going to be gaining interest. So, and then, like I said, I just can't fathom it, because you do have that R. Kelly thing going. You do got the tax thing that's going to be
hurting herself twice in court.
And if any, and to my knowledge too, Sean, it's not just the judge that can say, okay, well, I'm going to get you set up on some perjury. Cardi's attorneys, as officers of the court, they can say, look, they can file a complaint of perjury and it has to be addressed. So it's just not even just the judge that can, initiate those perjury scenario.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Well,
where
she
you
keep
can
running her mouth about
lenient on her, very lenient on her. Cardi was. She was very lenient. Very lenient.
Do you think, I got one more question. Do you think if she keep talking about Cardi and innuendos, that Cardi might have her lawyers go ahead and pursue those perjury charges?
I mean, it could be possible, but I just feel like Cardi's done with this situation. Right. But if Tasha starts to try to provoke them, which she's doing tonight,
Yep.
then there could be certain things that could change.
Come on, right back in court with a whole new case.
Yeah, so I mean that she better sit her ass down, but she doesn't know what's best for her. So.
And I think that she kind of knew that because when I did watch the video after Tiff said, "Hey, Sean's going live," and I seen our mom was going live, and I was like, "Well, what the hell?" So I went
hot in these streets.
Yes, yeah. So I went and watched the video, and she did stop herself mid-sentence to avoid from making an inflammatory statement.
Yes.
So she's learned from this.
That's right, but you can tell she was going off that paper. She was going off that paper.
Right.
She was adding in her own things with that
Right.
paper. Like that's why I'm just like, and a part of what I feel like she exited out was the apology. She was supposed to apologize and retract instead of saying that the videos were lies. She states that she removed the videos. She didn't. That's what I'm saying. She is such a fraud. That's something like.
Now let me ask y'all one more question.
Let
me ask one more question. With Cardi seeming to be lenient with her, do you think that Cardi is going to, like behind closed doors, go to her and just say, okay, I don't want you to pay me this amount, and give her a lesser amount to pay?
No. Hell no.
Especially not after tonight.
Run me my money is what Cardi is going to say, and it would be in her best interest to just go ahead and start paying this because she's going to be responsible for it anyway.
Right.
I mean, either way it goes, a judge is like she said. This machine is against her, girl. You're still appealing against the machine.
Like part of her her little script that she was reading off, I did not understand like what she was talking about as far as the part about the content that Cardi puts out. Like what was she getting at by that part?
She was basically saying sluts rule. She was basically saying that prostitutes are protected by the federal government, and this machine protects people that solicit sex and things in that nature. So she never had a fighting chance, because sympathy and payola and prostitution is
basically the Illuminati.
And it's still not.
And
it's still not solid grounds. It's still not. You go on there if she goes in there and asks for an appeal based on that argument, they're gonna just laugh at her or lock her up.
Right. So what is her argument gonna be when she comes back in for an appeal anyway? When she admitted to lying, the main reason that she got sued in the first place.
Yeah,
and the judge is not gonna overlook all of those chances she had to settle.
That's what they're going to look at.
They're not going to overlook that stuff.
Not going to do it. They're going to review that whole court transaction. They're going to look at all of it. And if you sat up there and admitted guilt, they're not going to come back and say, "Well,
there's
you
no reason." So, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would a judge? What she would need a shark. The lawyer that she would have, she would need Johnny Cochran
Cochran.
Hologram.
She's gonna spend some money getting this done.
Because with her, love
is impossible.
And she's already in a hole.
She's just doing it to deflect and so that she can keep running with this narrative for Cardi. It's a way of no different than her saying sympathy and payola. She's trying to use the same thing within the same sentence.
I got a question.
Sympathy and payola by using y'all sympathy to pay her and keep supporting her in her endeavors because she's basically silently letting y'all know that it's still her against Cardi. It's still me against her.
I got a question. Do you all feel like she is obsessed with Cardi?
Yes.
But why?
I don't feel like she's obsessed with Cardi. The reason why I don't feel like she's obsessed with Cardi, I feel like Tasha's obsessed with being right. She doesn't want to be wrong. Like she has to be correct to save face because credibility basically is the only thing that she would have to, stand on. So no, do I think she's obsessed with Cardi? No. Do I think she was obsessed about being right about Cardi? Yes. Because she wants to be right.
But she thought she was going to win this thing. She, for some type of reason, she thought she was going to win, and so she didn't win. And now she's like, "Well, damn! Now what do I do?" So instead of just backing down and saying, "Well, damn, let me just go on and bandage my wounds and get back out here," she is digging deeper and now coming up with this outer.
She can't take a loss. She can't take a loss.
That just don't seem. That don't seem right. How could she think that she was gonna win when she knew that it was all lies to begin with? That's crazy.
Well, I feel like with Cardi, like the obsession, like I'm not gonna say like necessarily like an obsession. I feel like she felt like Cardi would be an easy target for commentary, meaning like Cardi, because Cardi's in the past especially has known to have a very short fuse. So when people say certain things about her, especially, she's known to react, she's known to reply, she's known to comment.
Right.
So I think that Tasha thought that she was going to get into this war of social media and stuff back and forth with Cardi. She didn't think this was going to go like to be no court situation.
Right.
She thought at the beginning like this was just going to be more so of like I'm going to use this clout to get her and I to go back and forth with each other, like YouTubers do,
right.
and then once because Cardi rarely ever responded to her, maybe like one or two times, but barely ever, said anything besides she wanted her to take the videos down. And she thought that she was going to be in this, like how, YouTubers go back and forth and whatnot. And Cardi didn't take the bait. So with Cardi not taking the bait, that's when I believe like a small obsession with Tasha became with Cardi because Tasha wanted to be right about Cardi. Right. So she would take any information people had about her, whether true, false, or she don't give a goddamn. Send it to me. I'm reporting on it. Because, and now that is where the obsession came in.
But how she could have came out of this thing real good is if when Cardi said, "Hey, look, let's settle it," so on and so forth. If Tasha was in her right mind, she could have settled it and then spun it any kind of way she wanted.
I said the same thing. And then Cardi even offered her money to take the videos down. I would have took that coin because Cardi ain't no cheap bitch.
Come on.
She ain't seen look, I seen you 5,000. I'm sure Cardi was like 100,000. I mean, especially she was willing to do it for 75. I feel like she at least offered Tasha like maybe upwards like of $100,000, $50,000 to $100,000. Something like that. Take these videos down. And she did not want to because she knew in the long haul that she would make way more money in the long run, doing this. So she wanted to, fight it tooth and nail, and that's why I said you got what you deserve. Like this,
and that leads me
exactly what you wanted.
And that leads me to believe that when Cardi did, extended that olive branch, even though Cardi was the one who was offended, that Tasha looked at her and said, "Oh, you a sucker. I'm about to take you all the way to the bank." And boy, did those tables turn.
It's not
what I think what Tasha messed up on? I'm sorry for cutting you off, Sean.
No, you're fine.
But I think what Tasha messed up at is the way Cardi presents herself to Tasha. It seems that she underestimated her because everybody that Cardi doesn't come off as I don't want to sound rude, but she doesn't come off as the most classy type of person. I grew up in Mount Vernon, New York, and that's the place she used to strip at or whatever. So like we grew up kind of around the same neighborhoods, and I grew up with a lot of people that act the same way that Cardi does. And Tasha tried to take advantage of the way she presents herself to the world because they're gonna like thinking, oh yeah, she had that situation with calling the lady the roach and stuff like that. So she's thinking that everyone's going to be on her side because now this is going to be a colorist issue. And Cardi comes off as ghetto. And so everybody's going to be on my side. They're going to believe me and I'm going to be right no matter what. And I do agree with you. Once Cardi B extended the olive branch and offered money, that was when she was like, yep, I was right. This girl dumb as hell, and I'm going to take her for everything she's worth. I'm going to be going back and forth with her on the internet, and she's just going to be going back and forth and calling me all type of names, cursing me out, and I could just sit here and be like, look what she called me, look what she said to me, look what she did, look what she did to me or whatever. And I think that Tasha let her narcissistic tendencies get ahead of her, and I think she let her tendencies get ahead of her, and now she has to pay from the back end because she didn't pay from the front end, but now she got to pay from the back end. And that's why I'm trying to tell people, like, don't judge a book by its cover, because just because somebody presents themselves one way does not mean that that's who they are at the core of themselves. And like I said, I grew up in Mount Vernon, New York, where Cardi used to strip. I can get crazy and ghetto like that and get all loud and hood, but when I need to like, get my
Tighten
couth
up and
about
be
me, I can
classy.
tighten up and get my couth about me and really take you on a different perspective. And I think that's where Tasha really messed up at.
She messed up. And in addition to that, all the time from, because I don't know if this was 2016 or 17 or 18 when this started, but Cardi has personally grown since then.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She has personally developed, matured, and her mindset is different. So it's not the same Cardi. You know, Cardi today is not the same Cardi that she was when the situation started.
Big Dot. And Tasha can't file bankruptcy because she's owed a judgment. Like that doesn't make sense. You don't get to just file bank. You have to be broke to file for bankruptcy and to prove why you can't pay certain things. Do something like it doesn't work like that. She makes a decent amount of money on YouTube. She's not broke, so she can't just go file for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy doesn't work that way.
Sure doesn't. And even if she so she certainly can't file a 7 to get rid of everything. And so if she could file a bankruptcy, it would be a 13. And in the 13, you still got to pay your creditors. So you ain't getting out of it like that.
She's not just getting out of it, you know. So I mean, it doesn't work that way. And she's filed bankruptcy before. So and Cardi can start garnishing her wages immediately. She can, yes, she absolutely can, especially with how Tasha's acting about getting appeals and stuff like that. That can make Cardi even more so want to, garnish her so she can make sure she's starting to get her motherfucking funds immediately. So, yay. So, and then that's another reason to where that's why I feel like Tasha's about to, be taking breaks. She has certain commentary and certain content that she's going to put out because she's already been working on certain things and has certain things done already. But other than that, she's not about to be pushing content like that, especially if her wages is about to start getting garnished. Tasha is in over her head whenever you get through. She's never been worth $3.8 million. She's not a millionaire. She's not that.
No.
That's what we got to stop. She's not that. She's not a millionaire. She's not. Millionaires have a $1 million home. She don't even live in a $1 million neighborhood. Like, girl, bye. No, she's not.
I got another question. Do anybody on the panel feel sorry for Tasha?
Nope.
No.
I don't see what they're. When people do say they feel sorry for her, I just don't understand what you feel sorry for.
I would never.
All of this could have been avoided.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't feel. Why would I feel sorry for? For what? All of it is completely avoidable, even avoidable to the way to where she could have collected a check from Cardi after lying on that girl and still spent this story and made a bunch of more money off of it.
Right.
And maybe even
that is greedy what she did. That is
it's like you had chances. You had multiple chances to correct your actions. You had multiple chances to stop lying. And even with the thing, I'm still stuck on the thing with the hospital. Like that still even goes to show your character. That's like if one of my children, right, is running around the house. You better stop that running before you fall and bust your head open to the white meat. Keep running. Here's a cookie. If you stop running, I'll give you a cookie. No, I don't want the cookie. They keep running and they fall and hit their head with like it's you have to learn some type of way. I'm not gonna feel sorry for her. You had to learn, and this is the way that you learned, and you did it to yourself. You had multiple opportunities to stop it. You are grown.
Okay, I got another question. Do you think that after this $3.8 million situation that Tasha will change and turn into a different person and maybe not be so narcissistic?
No, I don't think she will, because Tasha's already heading. She's already pulled out the driveway.
She's already in the wrong direction
down the road. Trying to make this thing, and it just don't make no sense. There's a large fire behind her, and it's rushing towards her while she's trying to drive down. You know what I'm saying? What's it?
With the gas
100 miles per hour down a do not enter.
Going into
the gas leaking.
No.
Exactly. No.
Well, I just asked the questions. Y'all just know.
We appreciate it, but no, that's definitely not happening. Is there any closing remarks before we close up the live tonight, ladies? Thank you all for joining the panel. Everybody that came up, thank you so much. Because we're getting at that 3 hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and close it on up.
You gave us already too much of your time, huh, Sean
Oh,
Davey?
yeah,
No,
I
it's
just want
okay. I just
Oh, we
don't.
love
Some
you,
people don't
baby.
like watching real long lives. Some people don't mind, but some don't. Some just like, okay, get to the point, type of situation. So we right under the 3 hours. So I cut it off at that, just so when the people watch the playback, it ain't like crazy long.
Right, they gonna be like, that's too
already long.
But
So
I will say this. I will say this. My closing remark is nobody knows the pain that Cardi went throughout the whole situation with Tasha and how it really affected her emotionally. And I just have to say kudos to Cardi B for standing up for her name, for proving all the facts, all the truth that she proved in this case. And good luck, Tasha, with paying that 3.8 million, baby.
she got that 7 cent.
I just my last remark will be this, is for people to be mindful of the way that they treat others.
Yes.
And to be mindful of how they carry themselves on and off screen, regardless if you are a YouTuber or not, or whatever you do. Even if you go to your job and you flip burgers, be mindful to how you treat others, because that will come back tenfold on you. And as we see what happened with Tasha, she has a lien on her life that she has looming over her head for the next 30 years. And that's if she's able to pay 10K for the next 30 years. So a month for the next 30 years. So just be mindful. Keep your energy keep good energy around yourself, and watch the people that's around you. That's all I want to say.
And I think my last words would just be, evaluate who it is that you're following and looking up to, because I feel like if you are going to be under the influence of someone like a Tasha K, and it's okay with her to bully somebody, and her only reason or justification is because they can afford the therapy, or they can afford the emotional toil they have to deal with as a result of something she put on the person. Do you want somebody to do that to you? So just evaluate, who are you looking up to, and cash apping, just think about it.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
I got nothing. I mean, y'all pretty much said everything. So good night, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down.
Good night, me too.
Good night.
Thank you again,
Good
Sean.
night, everybody.
Thank you,
I
Sean, for
love
having me
y'all.
on. Bye. Love
We
you
love
too.
you too. We love you too, baby.
Sean.
Night,
I love y'all.
y'all.
Thank you, ladies. We're in the live. Thank y'all so much. I'll see you
Good
guys in the next
night.
podcast.
On David Pay.
Bye.
Bye.